Rooftop Sports welcomes you to a special presentation of the National Football League. And good morning, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and following me here is the Epic C Films. Let me get that name going in there. Well, anyways, we are getting ready for some Seahawks football. And Epic, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I am glad to be here. I'm really glad to be here for another great matchup. I think it's going to be an exciting quarterback battle today.
Yes, we got a quarterback battle between Geno Smith and Joe Burrow. And as we are all aware, Joe Burrow has been struggling throughout this earlier part of the season, but fortunately for him, he was able to connect to Jamar Chase against the Arizona Cardinals. And good morning, Pizza Boy Korean Man. Thank you for joining this show. Hopefully we can get more to join. I would tell you to subscribe, but you're already subscribed to the show channel. But we are getting ready for the Seahawks game. And Epic C Films, tell me, how do you feel about the Seahawks game? Like, do you think we have a good shot today?
Yes. I think one of the things that people don't realize is how much better our defense is getting every week and stuff like that. Even from last year, we're always improving there. So I think that's becoming more of a strength of our team. I've been looking at the fantasy stats, and they're one of the top defenses in fantasy. So
that is true. Their passing defense has seemed to gotten better. Their running defense could use some more improvement, but hopefully on the passing part, we can stop Joe Burrow. But it's going to be a challenge today because the Bengals, their defense seems to be pretty decent. So Geno Smith will certainly have a test to deal with today. And as we are paying attention to the Seahawks game just as much, we are also paying attention to the 49ers-Browns game, where unfortunately for the Browns, they don't have Deshaun Watson because injuries or he has personal problems or whatever it is. I would say this: if Baker Mayfield was on that team, Seahawks, he would be playing for sure, even with all those kind of adversities. Like, I'm not a Deshaun Watson guy, not one bit, but it is what it is. So hopefully the Browns can come up with something, which I don't expect to happen, but you just never know. As we are getting ready for the Bengals Seahawks game, and let's take a look at the NFL rankings, NFL statistical rankings.
Yeah, I think the most important game another important game of the day to watch for is later on is Detroit versus Tampa Bay. They're both only have one loss. Who can pull that game off is going to be a determining factor of how they're seeded for playoffs later on. I think Detroit, Tampa
could
Bay
be true. Yeah. In terms of passing defense, let me take a look. Trying to find out. So passing defense, where the Seahawks are at. Seahawks are about in the middle tier for passing defense. For rushing defense, let's take a look at this one. They do handle the rushing very well. It's that passing defense that they're going to have to deal with. So I got that reversed. So it's going to be about dealing with the quarterback, trying to get to the quarterback, Joe Burrow. So their passing defense has some issues, but their rushing defense seems to have gotten better. And looks like, are they doing the national anthem?
Yes.
I think they're doing the national anthem.
They're about to, yeah.
And now to honor America, performing today's
all right, we got to stand for the national anthem. I'm already stood up for it.
Tom Beery, who is celebrating 7 years of being cancer-free. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and broad stars, who the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, on the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Beautiful performance by that gentleman, and then also is a 7-year cancer survivor. He's been a cancer survivor in the last 7 years, or he was successful 7 years ago. So congratulations to him. Great national anthem performance, I must say. And in terms of rushing yards, Bengals have given up the second most rushing yards in the NFL. And so in terms of the passing, Bengals are one of the best passing defenses, it looks like. Are they? Yeah, they're in the upper tier for passing defense, so that will be a challenge for the Seahawks today, to say the least. But for their passing defense, for their rushing defense, they allow the second most rushing defense in the NFL. So be an opportunity for the guys like Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker to get some points. And I desperately need to get some points for fantasy. I desperately need to get some points for fantasy football because what's my record? Do you know what my record is?
Yes, 1-4. The reverse of
wait. At least I'm 2022 fantasy football champion.
Your more impressive number is how many subscribers you have on your YouTube channel.
I'm not going to brag about my subscriber numbers yet. Not there yet. Still at 816. And I see that there's 2 concurrent viewers. One of them is subscribed. If you are the other one, please subscribe to this channel. But yeah, I'm going to put the banner up there.
I'm excited for the game.
Who isn't?
Last year, the Bengals started out 4-4 last year. And I think they ended the season like 12-4.
Yeah, they really did. And chances are they probably would have won that game against the Bills, but we had that tragic moment with DeMar Hamlin, and looks like the Bengals had won the toss, and looks like they have elected to defer, so the Seahawks will get the ball first. Pete Carroll getting the team jacked up. He was talking to Stephon Diggs. He's getting people all jacked up and ready to go. And hopefully the Seahawks can make it happen today. And do you have any keys to the game on what the Seahawks must do to win this game?
So one of the keys of the game is how they can handle the quarterback. So their defense, if their defense can handle Joe Burrow and basically keep him on edge, that he will have to make he'll have to because if Joe Burrow takes too long to pass the ball or Joe Burrow makes too slow of decisions, the Seahawks can get to them quicker and make him mess up. Because I don't know if Joe Burrow's that great of a scrambling quarterback. I feel like he's more of a pocket passer.
Kick is off, and we are underway, and that will go right into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback. And let's take a look and see for the offense. We got Geno Smith. He is on for today. Geno Smith last season was a near 70% completion passer. And as much as I was hating on him last year, I will still say I'll give him credit where credit is due. But it kind of helps when you have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. That's just my hateful comments. But now here is Geno Smith. He is in the pocket, ready to go. He's getting ready for the snap. And the first snap is brought to you by Modern Exterior Solutions. Get your siding and painting done. And here's Geno set to pass. He has time, and he gets it in for Tyler Lockett, and that is going to be a first down for the Seahawks. And just like that, the offense is looking efficient so far. I mean, it's morning, and here's the thing, notice that the Seahawks, they do travel arguably more than anyone else in the league, but they have been a very dominant team. So they find ways to go around it rather than victimize themselves for it. So you got to give them credit for that they, when it comes to East Coast games, they play very well. And here it is. He is giving it to Kenneth Walker, and he gets a nice little run out of there, and I think that's going to be about a few yards. It's not going to be a first down. But now we're on second down. I think that was a big one. I couldn't tell if it was 9 yards. They're not really showing if it was or not. Oh, that was a 9-yard run. So nice run by Kenneth Walker. Whoever has Kenneth Walker, I hope you're happy.
Yeah. I think Kansas City, because of how centrally located they are in the country, has some of the best travel time.
You can't go wrong with that. And now we're at 2nd and 1. And here it is. To Gino, gives it to Zach Charbonnet, and he's going to get an easy first down on that one. That gets me a 0.1 point.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're at 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Gino, he's got it. He's calling for a man in motion. And here we go. Gino's getting some pressure, but he gets it off in time for Kenneth Walker, and that's going to be a first down. And that was a nice big one. He nearly got out of bounds on that, but that was a nice first down run by the Seahawks.
Yes, that was great.
How are you feeling about this so far, C Films?
I think it's how we run our game. I think we have a 2-tier game of running and short passes that works really well for us. And then every once in a while, we do the big play to throw people off their game.
Yeah, it's something that will be very useful. And it looks like they're having a quick review. And Kenneth Walker looks like he never even got out of bounds, so they're still going to give that to him. And here we are on 1st and 10, going out to the 38. And here's Gino, gives it to Kenneth Walker, and this time he's going to get bottled up. And that play just looked a little bit too predictable. And that's going to be a loss of a few yards on that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cross is back. Our lineman.
Yep, that should help with the depth. And speak of our O-line, our center has been playing very well.
Centers are underlooked. They
are one of the most important. I mean, everyone has a purpose in their positions.
Yeah.
Geno Smith, he's working on a 2nd and 13. And here is a quick pass, and that gives it to Noah Fant. And that's going to be a nice set of a game. Not going to be a first down. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3. We're looking at a 3rd down. And around the scoreboard, Baltimore has defeated Tennessee Titans. And they played in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, United Kingdom. They played in England. They still do that. London games.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow's getting warmed up. The fans are going crazy. Not really. You can't really tell. Yeah, it seems a little bit quiet. Now here's a 3rd and 4. Got to at least get the first down. You don't want to feel confident for Jason Myers for it. And Geno Smith is really calling for the snap. He gets it in time. He gets the nice little pass. And that is going for, I think that's Nigbus. Can't even say his name. But that's our rookie receiver who just made the reception. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It was a nice little slant route. I know it was a little little bit of stop and go kind of route. But that's number 11. Can't even say his name. I can't even see his jerseys either. Geno Smith is perfect so far on the pass. Has been making a little bit of a nice dinky pass. Mm-hmm. Here is Geno Smith. And he's looking to pass. And here's a nice throw to Tyler Lockett. Immediately gets met with a tackle. He gets a few yards on that. But it's nice that they're doing these little dinky passes because you don't want to just completely rush it on the offense. If you can get the defense tired, it's sometimes about making those nice little short passes rather than making that big, long one.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can do this, get the defense tired, that's what it's about.
Because part of it is wasting clock time, but part of it is also being able to score.
It's also being able to score. You got to be able to do both. And now here's Geno Smith. He's got the running back right next to him. We're looking at 2nd and 5. It calls for a man in motion, but gets it off in time. And this is going to be Kenneth Walker. Gets some holes, and he's going to get a first down. Barely gets a first down. Bengals are 2 and 3. Seahawks are 3 and 1. Got 9 minutes left in the quarter. The Seahawks have already burned 6 minutes worth of the clock. So this is a good offensive drive so far. And I will say this is a hot take. Even if they have to settle for a field goal, it's still not the worst thing because if you did burn a lot of clock, it will help.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could give the Bengals confidence to score, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We're looking at a 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Got a man in motion, Tyler Lockett going into motion, and here's Geno Smith, hands it off to Kenneth Walker. He bulldozes through, and that's going to be a few yards, and we're getting close to the goal line so far already.
Woo! Exciting.
Let's keep making it happen.
Yeah.
Now here's a 2nd and goal. Geno Smith faked it, and that's going to be, that was almost kind of picked off. It went deep into traffic. It looks like we got a flag, and I think that's going to be a pass interference call on the Bengals. Defensive pass interference, and good job on Tyler Lockett being able to draw that penalty. And it's going to be placed at the 1 yard line, so that's the half the distance to the goal.
Yep.
And did you think that was a pass interference when you first saw that?
When
He was like he completely bear hugged him.
Yep, right there. Yep, I see it. Yep. That was
an absolute pass interference.
Yep.
And now we're at 1st and goal. Geno's got his man right behind him. He's calling for a man in motion, gives it to Kenneth Walker, and he easily just walks in for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get on the board. Yep. What a drive by the Seahawks on that one.
Woo!
And now Seahawks have the lead. Assuming the PAT, it will be 7-0 as long as I don't jinx it. But Great drive by the Seahawks. The Seahawks were very patient. They didn't rush anything. And look at that protection that Kenneth Walker got.
Yeah, and Geno looks really good. Like a couple weeks ago, we had that scare where we thought he was going to be out for a while. He was only out for 2 minutes of a quarter.
And now Jason Myers is getting ready for that PAT. And here it is. And the kick is up. And that is good. And we are going to go into commercial break. And the Seahawks have taken the lead, gotten on the board, 7-0 on that amazing drive. So let's get into commercial break.
Yeah. Sweet.
We have to talk. This is something else. I need your help. Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure. Miles, this is crazy!
We call it a symbiote, and it chose you.
Get it off of him! Ready for your annual physical? I'm the hero here, not you. What the hell's going on with me?
You're not yourself.
You want to join us?
He's here.
Walk down the whole building!
I know I can snap him out of this.
We can fight this together!
PlayStation.
Hey, sports fans, what a day in the world of wild card football. I'm Chris Berman, and let's get to it with the fastest highlights in sports. Twisters, stonewalls, bumper thumpers, UFOs, oh my. And this was just the tip of the action today. Team Mahomes took on Team Allen, and boy, what a matchup it was. Just when Team Mahomes thought they had the win, they were going to stroll into the end zone. A UFO comes out of nowhere, moves him back 30 yards. We better see that one more time. He's about to score, and then UFO abducts him, moves him back to where Team Allen makes the game-saving tackle. Team Allen wins it 30-24. Team Burrow took a
And we are back from the break. I was showing some trailers. The game that I think should be played over Madden. But they're showing the last time the Seahawks did play at Cincinnati, where the Seahawks did lose that game back in 2015, 27-24. Seahawks actually have a sizable lead on that, but they just completely blew it. Their defense was terrible that game, to say the least. You're muted.
At that time, at that time was Andy
and
Dalton,
looks
the
like there's a
quarterback.
big run. Sorry to interrupt you, but looks like that was a big 30-yard run. But yeah, they're at the 30-yard line now.
Yeah. That last game we played them at home, was it an Andy Dalton game? Remember, we usually lose to Andy Dalton, but like a couple weeks ago we won. A few weeks ago we beat Andy Dalton.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
And now it looks like we got an injury, maybe an injury going on. Who knows what it is? But hopefully it will not be too serious. Yeah, that is Julian Love, the safety. He looks like he is okay, but they're just taking him out for maybe precautionary reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is Joe Burrow, arguably the best quarterback in the AFC division other than Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. But Joe Burrow is certainly up there. I would put him at number 2 or number 3. I'd even put him over Josh Allen.
Yes. I think he's more consistent than Josh Allen. Josh Allen
for sure.
Chokes under pressure.
He does. And here is a 1st and 10. And you're calling for the man in motion. And he gives it to the running back. And he gets a nice little big run for Joe Mixon. That's going to be about 5 yards. And considering that I said that the Seahawks run defense was going to be the factor, Joe Mixon just got at least 5 yards on that one.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
It's going to be a 2nd and 5. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the quarter. And now here it is for Joe Burrow. 2nd and 5. And he gets it over. He gets the pass, and it was batted down, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. The pass rush really got to Joe Burrow really quickly, and hopefully the Seahawks can get off the field as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm. I said the key to the game.
Down job. I think that was Witherspoon. Witherspoon was going for that blitz, and he went right after him.
Witherspoon's looking like he might be rookie of the year.
Well, I don't know about that yet. Don't forget C.J. Stroud, too.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now here's Joe Burrow again on a 3rd and 5. Calling for the motion. And here it is. There's the pressure. And that gets it in time for Joe Mixon. And that's going to be an easy 1st down. And had a nice little stiff arm to the face as well. So 1st and 10. I got to check my fantasy teams and see how they're doing. That was a nice screen pass by Joe Burrow. And now 1st and 10. They are really racing the field, and now gives it to Joe Mixon, and that's going to be a little bit of a gain, but the fact that they're getting a little bit of a gain on one of the best rushing defenses in the NFL is a little bit cause for concern.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks have got to figure it out on stopping Joe Mixon, because Joe Mixon is one of the better running backs in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1 against Cleveland, 56 yards and 59, 65, 67, and 81. So he's gradually been picking it up. Maybe he'll get 100 on this one. Hopefully not. And now here's Joe Burrow and gives it over to nice little 3-yard gain. And that's going to be a 3rd down.
Yep.
I got 4 concurrent viewers so far. And in case if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button as soon as you possibly can, as we would love to grow this channel. And macaroni and cheese really is beating the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at a 3rd and 2. And here it is. Maybe a little bit, not so much. And Mixon, he drops the pass. It was a little bit of an off pass by Joe Burrow. He was wide open, but he didn't get it. It looks like that was a missed timing on that throw. And now the Bengals may be forced to punt unless they want to go for it on 4th down. It was just a timing angle on that one.
Mm-hmm.
He was wide open. That was going to be an easy 1st down, but it did not happen. So the Seahawks do catch a break. Joe Burrow not looking happy on that one. And, looks like they're going for it on 4th down. And here we are. 4th and 2. They're in Seahawks territory very slightly. Oh, and looks like, is that an offsides or is that a false start? I think that's offsides, and looks like we got an automatic 1st down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see what the referee says. Neutral zone infraction. Yep, that is something you can't be that jittery. They got him the draw. I think that what was going to happen was they were trying to get them to bite and then call a timeout and then punt the ball, but it looks like it didn't matter because now, because of the defense's inability, Joe Burrow he still has the opportunity.
Yeah.
And now we're like for
second most in the
10.
NFL. 8 penalties per game this season. Second most in the NFL.
And that's a pass completed, and that is going to be nearly a first down on that one for Tyler Boyd, who's on my fantasy team. So I got a point on that one. Tyler Boyd. He's been an 8th season in the NFL, fifth most reception in franchise history, something very quietly behind the likes of Chad Ochocinco and A.J. Green. And now here's Joe Burrow looking to pass, getting a little bit of pressure. He gets the reception done, and that's going to be a first down. Now it goes to their best receiver, Jamar Chase. You got to watch out for him. Jamar Chase had a really huge day last week, so if you were a fantasy football player, you really loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at a 1st and 10, and they're in the field goal range for sure. And now here's the pressure, not so much pressure. And that's going to be, man, they're still getting some gainage on this one. Like Seahawks defense, not enough pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at 7-0. It's still 7-0 Seahawks. We're looking at a 3rd and 1 so far. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. And now Joe Burrow's got no running back with him. And here we go. There's a little bit of pressure, not so much. And that's going to be he gets in the trip at the last minute. But is that going to be a first down? Was that enough for him to break the plane? Or looks like they're at least going to bring the measuring tape. I would think they would. This game is really making me shake really much. It was a nice little trip job by Brooks. Barely gets it over. I wonder if that is going to be a first down. And what's your thoughts? Do you think that's a first down?
Yeah, well, let me see here because I think his knee wasn't down.
Yep. So that's a 1st and 10 right there.
Yep, that's first. That's first down.
Bengals are really threatening in the red zone. They're getting close to that goal line kind of situation. Clock's going down. Joe Burrow with a nice quick pass, and that's going to be a 9-yard gain. Man, Cincinnati Bengals, they are really pushing it. It's because the Seahawks have that lackluster pass defense, and if you can't get to the quarterback, if you're not getting that pass rushing pressure, you're not going to get much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not like the game of a couple weeks ago where New York had no offensive line. They had no offensive line.
Exactly. And now here is a 2nd and 1. Gives it a fake. That was a fake, and gives it to Jamar Chase, and that's going to be an easy first down for Jamar Chase. And it just keeps getting much more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are at 1st and goal. 2 minutes left in the quarter, getting close to that 2-minute warning. And now 1st and goal. This is a big opportunity for the Bengals. We're looking at the goal line, and here it is and a little pressure, and that's going to be a touchdown. We thought that there was pressure, but that was just an easy touchdown, and that is to Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, my fantasy guy! Woo-hoo-hoo! I got a few points out of Tyler Boyd. That's going to be a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. but unfortunately,
almost pressure. That was almost pressure. Like I said, the quarterback has to be quick enough.
Time.
Yeah. It's all about the speed of the quarterback, you know. That's why I said earlier.
He can do. He has good quick releasing ability.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at the PAT. It's only a matter of time that we are tied for this game. And the kick is up. And that was good. So now the game is tied, unfortunately. But the good news is Tyler Boyd helps my fantasy team on that one. All right, let's get into commercial break.
On Team Hurts, and this one was a defensive battle. Team Hurts with the brakes on Team Burrow with just an amazing defensive play. Bumper thumpers, oil pools, stone walls, and big tackles led Team Hurts to victory 14-3. Let's move out to the Sequoias, where Team Lawrence took on Team Cousins. This one was wild, no pun intended. Twister winds were blowing strong in this one. And it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up and runs it down to field goal range. Team Lawrence hits a last-second field goal past the laser beams. They win 31-28. Moving on to Team Wilson versus Team Herbert. Another wacky one here, folks. Playing in the UK, this one really lit up the scoreboard. Defenses on both sides were going up against invisible players. Players turning colossus, and some leaping up and slamming the defense right out of their way. Seemed like the offense on both teams were playing their cards perfectly. Look at Herbert, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oof, oof, get off of him. Team Herbert wins it. Wild one, 51-48. Lastly, it's Team Cap versus Team Goff. Offense again led the way in this one. Team Cap makes excellent use of their ice breath. Late in the game, they freeze out the defense. They run away for a touchdown. Team Cap wins 45-35. There they are, the key highlights from Wild Card Football today. What highlights will you make?
And we are back from the break. And looks like we got a little touchback on that one. Geno Smith's got some time. He's going for the big pass, and that's going to be caught by DK Metcalf. Is it caught? No, that's going to be incomplete. I thought that was caught, but could have been picked off too. Yep, he barely could not catch that one. I really needed that. Happy Sabbath, Rooftop. Yep, happy Sunday. Happy to the word of God, my Lord and Savior. I mean, I would say it out loud, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to offend YouTube because they get their feelings hurt. But now we're looking at a 2nd and 10. And the little man in motion gives it to Kenneth Walker. Got a little bit of room. He's going to get a few gains on that, and that's going to be not a first down, but at least a few yards of gain. We are looking at 7-7. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 3. Seahawks have got to convert, knowing that their defense's inability to get off the field, especially off that stupid penalty. And now here's Geno Smith with the pass. Got no running backs, getting pressured, and he gets it over 2, and that's not going to get anything done. And now the Seahawks are forced to punt. And if any of you concurrent viewers are watching this, help me make me feel better by subscribing to my channel, because this is painful. What were your thoughts on that drive? That was a really flat 3 and out.
It was. The one play was like the receiver missed the first down. The other play was the receiver didn't really work hard after the catch.
Well, no, it was Kenneth Walker, but I mean, he did what he could.
Well, no, wasn't that DJ
Dallas?
Dallas?
That was on 3rd down. He didn't really do much. DJ Dallas, yep.
Yeah.
And now here is Michael Dixon with a nice punt, if it really was, and that's going right over him, and maybe cause a fumble. Nope. They got all jacked up just for stopping him. And now we are going into commercial break. That was fast. Like, I didn't even get time to... Just like that. Insanity.
Yeah. But our kicker, our punter did a good job. They pushed him back.
Yeah, I did okay. Here's another commercial. Some exciting games are coming out.
Play it box.
Circuit City wants to be the best store around.
For racing, I was always a Need for Speed fan.
Why we always have
Yeah, me too. Which Need for Speed game did you like?
great selection.
Most Wanted
Best brands in the business.
and Hot
I was a
Pursuit
Hot
2.
Pursuit guy. Hot
Yep.
Pursuit from a long time ago.
That's how we've been
Yep.
doing business for
I had the second one, and then I had Most Wanted. Those are two of my favorites. And then I also like Burnout, like Paradise.
Circuit City.
I think is what it was.
Yeah, I'll just play it the way it is. Oh, watch this one.
In the first round, the Seattle Seahawks select Antenna Ball.
Hey, Seahawks fans, now when you buy any large combo at Jack in the Box, you'll get a free Seahawks antenna ball.
Why'd we take that guy?
He's free.
Remember, be very quiet in the museum.
I'll take this group. More smiling face. It's just the thing.
Put a smile on. Put a smile on. Everybody, come on. Put a smile on. When McDonald's was actually good back then.
Many airlines offer reduced rate fares.
Do they? Well, now we are going to be back from the break anyway.
Yep.
And welcome back. We are back from the break. And let's hopefully see. And look at that. We are in Cincinnati. They're going through that bridge. And look at that road. I would think that would just burn out your tires so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is Joe Burrow. He's looking at it. He's on a not a touchback. It was a punt. And Mixon, he just bulldozes through. And that's going to be at least 5 yards on that one. What a run by Joe Burrow. Last week, Joe Burrow had 317 yards. Jamar Chase really did carry him on that one. And here's a 2nd and 6, 9 of 11. Oh, and looks like that could have been a flag on that one. There's not much pressure, and that's going to be caught by Jamar Chase. That was a free play pretty much because of the offsides, and that's going to be a huge reception for Jamar Chase. And that's, I mean, It was offside, so penalty is going to be declined on that one. Or could have been like some kind of a pass interference. We'll see what the flag was. Yep, it was offsides. Yep. 97 or 91. He was completely jumpy on that one. Don't mess with Jamar Chase. And Seahawks already have 2 penalties. What are they doing showing these graphics? Oh, it's the end of the quarter. Oh, another commercial break. Jeez.
Yep. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming soon. Quick.
Airlines offer reduced rate fares. Unfortunately, that's not all they've reduced. It makes you wonder, what's next?
I'd appreciate it. Do you have 4 quarters for $1? Anybody have 2 quarters for $1? Yes, miss. Do you have 2 quarters for $2? 2 quarters for $5, please. Oh, I'd appreciate it.
On Alaska Airlines, we have low fares too, but you never know it by the way we treat you.
Frosted Cheerios.
Part of this good breakfast that's been sweetened up so you can't put it down.
Hey, kids, we don't allow any good tasting stuff here.
Frosted Cheerios. Mind if I sit next to you?
Those little O's are frosted the whole way around for a crunchy, sweet taste you can't get enough of.
All day long with that crunching. Gee.
Frosted Cheerios taste so good this box never closes.
Frosted Cheerios, so good this box never closes.
32, please.
You're going to want a lot more than that. Sorry, break time. Hope no one's in a rush. Oh, whatever. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Don't worry. No rush. Every O is frosted the whole way around for a sweet taste that's part of this good breakfast. Frosted Cheerios taste so good this box never closes.
Of course this is an emergency. I'm out of cereal.
Did you like Frosted Cheerios, or which ones did you prefer?
Honey Nut Cheerios more. Yes, I was a Honey Nut Cheerios
I've never
person.
tried Frosted Cheerios. I still want to try that. And
Yeah,
now we're
I've
at
not
first
tried
and
them either,
10.
but I was always the Honey Nut.
Yeah, a 1st and 10, second quarter. And that's going to be a big pass to Jamar Chase, and that's already a big reception on that. And dangerously, the Bengals are at the goal line. Man, this is what I was concerned about, that this passing game was going to be a concern.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what I feared. As long as I give it to Tyler Boyd, I'm happy. He's on my fantasy team. I know I sound like a horrible fan for that.
That's fine.
Some people get really offended really easily. And now here's a 1st and 10. 3 seconds left on the clock. And now they're going to give it to Joe Mixon, and he gets bottled up and taken down. The ref was like, I've seen enough. Right now, I'm projected to win, so that's the good news. Thanks to Tyler Boyd. Jacksonville's defense has been helping a little bit. Luckily, he had 2 kickers. The macaroni and cheese. Charbonnet needs to get some carries. And now we are at a 2nd and 10. So they didn't really lose anything. And that's going to be a nice reception. And he gets taken down by Bobby Wagner. That was Brown with the reception. But that's still going to be a few yards on that one. It is now 3-1. 3-1 the Seahawks are. The Bengals are now 2-3. And now we are at a 3rd and 2. Jamal Adams in this game as well. He's played much longer than he did last game. 12 of 14 for Joe Burrow. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 2. Gives it to Mixon, and he easily gets in there for a first down. This is looking very dangerous for the Seahawks. That was Stephon Diggs credited with the tackle just in time because he easily could have passed into the touchdown range. We're at 12 minutes and 43 seconds left, 20 seconds left on the clock. 1st and goal. Seems like it's only a matter of time, but maybe we really got to get a big play on this one, but I just don't see it happening. And now Burrow is waiting.
We can do it.
Maybe. And now gives it. Oh, he fakes the handoff, and looks like there's some little bit of freezing activity. Looks like there's going to be a flag, and here's the pass, and that's going to be caught for a touchdown. But looks like there is a flag going on, so we'll see what the flag is all about. Hence why the delayed celebration.
Cincinnati celebrating. Burrow wants to make sure that it's going to count, and he also wants to get the football for the rookie, Yosevash. That's his first touchdown in the NFL.
That was holding defense. That touchdown is going to count. Obviously, the penalty will be declined, so that's going to be a touchdown for the Bengals, not the Bungles. That was a little bit of a confusing play. Did it look confusing to you as well?
Yeah.
And now it's 14-7, Cincinnati.
Yeah, but we're not out of this yet. The game's still young.
I know. It's just a tough game. And the kick is good. And we are going to go into already commercial break.
Yep.
Here we go again.
It's Honey Nut Cheerios. Look at this good breakfast.
General, there's been a breach. We need your password so we can lock down the system.
My password?
Yes, sir. We need your password.
The password that I use?
Yes, sir. Your password.
There's been another breach.
Sir.
Right. Oh, okay. IHATEMYJOB1.
I hate my job. 1.
Want to get away? Now you can with South. Low as $59 one way.
How embarrassing.
Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Check this out. With this controller, your character will mimic your exact motions. See?
Sweet.
Now throw me a pitch, just like we're outside.
Wanna get away? Now you can. With Southwest Airlines Internet.
Good night.
Good night.
I forgot my phone.
Wanna get away? Now you can. Low fares, no hidden fees.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines from Manchester or Providence to Philadelphia for just $29 one way when you purchase by May 26th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Congratulations! You launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job. Congratulations!
Want to get away? Now you.
That would be a way to lose your job.
Yep.
And now here is Joe Burrow. I'm just kidding. We got a kicker. They're going to kick it off to DJ Dallas. He's going to get the ball. And here we go. And that is caught, and DJ Dallas is going to keep it going, and he gets tripped up, and I guess you should have just taken it. Well, you couldn't really take the touchback on that one. You had to run that one out.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing the play from the last touchdown. There seemed to be a lot of confusion going on. Joe Burrow just had amazing protection. They just wanted to make sure that it was a touchdown, which it was. And now here's 1st and 10, calling for the man in motion. Gives it to Zach Charbonnet. He doesn't really have much room to run, doesn't really get much yards. So that's going to be about maybe a couple yards worth of gain, but not really much for the Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet was one of their drafted running backs. I was actually looking forward to him since that preseason performance of his. But right now, Seahawks are now stuck at 2nd and 8. Joe Burrow just comfortably waiting. Bengals have 6.9 yards per play. Seahawks 5.4. And here's Geno with a 2nd and 8. And we've got a blitz coming on, and looks like that. Is that going to be a flag? Could be a false start. It looks like that was a false start. Oh, could, yep. False start. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on that one. Phil Haynes was the one charged with the penalty. Carolina's beating Miami right now. Bryce Young playing pretty well so far. You got 2nd and 13. You gotta get a big play on this one. And here it is for Smith. He's got time to pass. He throws it over to Tyler Lockett. It's not gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be incomplete. And yep, I think that's gonna be incomplete. Or was it a catch?
Cincinnati. Pratt looks to make a play on the ball every time. Know what else is becoming a recurring theme here? Is that Cincinnati is forcing Geno Smith to check the ball down and throw it short.
That's what they're doing. This the Bengals defense isn't really letting their passing defense does do really well. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 7. Clock is going down, and now here's
Smith. Was his knees down with the ball? I thought his knees down with the ball.
Here's Charbonnet, and he will get it in there for the 1st down. I needed that for Charbonnet for my fantasy football team. So finally a 1st down, not a 3 and out for once.
Sweet, that's good.
That is definitely. That was absolutely needed. And yeah, I guess Tyler Lockett, his knees were down.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave him the 5 yards on that. That's why they didn't call it. And it wasn't a football play, so they couldn't have called it a fumble.
And now we're looking at a 1st and 10, 9 minutes left in the quarter, more like 9:50. And now here it is for Geno. He's got some time to pass. Maybe he'll go for a big one. He's still looking, and he looks like he's scrambling. He gives it to Charbonnet, and that's going to be a few yards gain. He thought he had a play down, but there was no one open, so he gives it to Charbonnet, gets a few yards out of it. So that's going to, it looks like there's a late flag.
I can tell you, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. DK Metcalf felt like he was missed on this route and didn't get the ball. And then at the end, he's in his frustration show.
DK Metcalf acting like a little kid. And first 15-yard penalty.
This is something that they've been working with DK Metcalf. He accumulates way too many penalties out of frustration. And
Wow, that was completely uncalled for. DK, you really didn't have to do that. He was just really frustrated, but he wasn't even open. That was the thing. Like, he didn't even do anything to get open. That's why we have a penalty. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 21. Thanks a lot, DK.
Yeah, we'll get it back. Watch this.
And now he's getting pressure. the big pass, and that is going to be caught by Tyler Lockett, and that's going to be a first down. Way to make up for it, Tyler.
Yeah, and you know who has Tyler Lockett? Me.
Also make big
I got
catches
Tyler
too.
Lockett.
You got Tyler Lockett. I have DK Metcalf, but he's acting like a little kid.
Yeah, and I have Geno. So, and the Seahawks defense is sitting on my bench. We ironically have the Eagles defense playing.
Yeah, very much so. DK still has 0 points for me.
So Tyler's doing better today?
Yep, he's doing better. That's for sure. Getting those receptions. DK is just not getting the receptions at all. We're looking at a 1st and 10. Gives it, fakes it to Kenneth Walker. Smith got plenty of time. Did have time, but then he loses it, and he gets an incomplete pass. The protection really did bottle down really quickly. So we're looking at a 2nd and 10. And Miami, they just scored by Tua. That was an easy touchdown right there. Panthers are 0-5 so far.
Yeah, worst team in the league. Worse than Denver Broncos. At least Denver has a win.
Denver's not looking too good either.
No.
And we're looking at a 2nd and 10 for Geno Smith. Gives it to Kenneth Walker. Doesn't really get much out of that. Didn't really like the call on that one. I think you should have kept running, or at least kept passing on that one. And now we're looking at a 3rd, and that was definitely a loss on that one. So I think maybe a 3rd and 11. And DK is really showing his frustrations because he is not getting the ball. He didn't get the ball enough last week either. But DK is just not getting open. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 11. Calling for a man in motion, is it? Nope, he's not. And he's got some time, not very little time. He's gonna get and he gets sacked. And I don't even think that's gonna be field goal range. He held the ball too long. I don't even know if anyone was open. Sometimes I would like the camera to be on the other way just so I can see what the hell is going on. So it's gonna be 4th and 11. Let's see if anyone was open. Let's see if Metcalf was open. He was going for that route. And here's DK. He was running. Yeah, DK was open. Geno Smith didn't see that. So that's going to be on him. And now now they are forced to punt once again. This is not looking good for the Seahawks. And now here's Dixon with a little punt right there. Don't know if that's going to get a lot. That's going to go into at least the 12. But with knowing the Bengals offense, they can still make some damage happen. Because we don't really have much of a passing defense, unfortunately. And now we're going to go into commercial break.
Yep.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Able to pick up good yardage on the play. You know, the best part of this defense is their defensive line and their interior
Hello?
linebackers.
Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? What's up? Yeah.
Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Dookie. Yo.
What's up?
What's that?
Hold on. Hello?
So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True. True.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until August with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call
All right, here we go. And they're feeding a pumpkin to this hippopotamus. Didn't even show him biting it off at all. He was sure hungry.
Yeah. I always feel like zoos are better deals than going to the aquarium. The aquarium, I feel, is a lot of times are overpriced.
Yeah, for sure. I went to an aquarium a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an aquarium / zoo. I don't know. And now we're looking at a 1st and 10. Looks like we have maybe a blitz going on. Nope. And Burrow, not much pressure at all. Jamar Chase gets the reception on that one. So that's going to be a 2nd down, but he did get gainage on that one.
Let's stop him here, Seahawks. We can do this.
I don't know, man. Not feeling it.
I feel it.
$14 of 16, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns already for Joe Burrow. And now we're looking at a 2nd and 3, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Bengals. Joe Mixon, despite the fact that the Seahawks have a solid running game, a solid running defense, they are still just getting run over by Joe Mixon today.
Mm-hmm.
6 minutes left in the quarter. And most importantly, the half. Bengals have passed the ball 16 times. Bengals have rushed about 6 times. And now Burrow, he's got plenty of time. He's got all day to pass. And here's Tyler Boyd, and he gets that nice little stiff arm to Woolen, and that's going to be a 2nd down, but that was still a big gainage on that. Seahawks really have to get the stop. No excuses whatsoever. It was, if the Seahawks lose this game, it's going to be because of the inability to get to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said earlier.
I'm going to take a look at the offensive line ranking so far. Now, looks like that was a little bit of a loss, so not much on that one for Tyler Boyd. Bengals are 20th in offensive line. Seahawks have a terrible offensive line themselves. It looks like, man, there's like some kind of opening in the middle. Looks like they're trying to stop the pass on this one on the 3rd and 4. And Tyler Boyd catches it, but that's going to be not a 1st down. Could be a stop right there. But I would think that would the Bengals dare to go for it on 4th down? It was a barely of a stop, and that was a huge stop for the Seahawks. And nope, they're going to punt it.
Yeah.
They're not that arrogant about it. Niners are leading 7-0 against Cleveland. Waiting for the punt. And here is the punt. And here we go. And that was not a great punt. No, actually, it turned out to be a little bit better than expected. So the Seahawks are going to be down to their own 21. And we're going to get back after this timeout.
Yes, but we still have a chance to score here. We're in a good position.
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's going to be hotter.
Hotter?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday? Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until August with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until August. Offer ends May 31st, so call now and save with Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Calling Buzz Lightyear. Come in, Buzz Lightyear. This is Star Command. Buzz Lightyear, do you read me?
Buzz Lightyear responding. Read you loud and clear.
Buzz Lightyear, planet Earth needs your help.
On the way.
Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy! Buzz has it all! Blocking wrist communicator!
Calling Buzz Lightyear.
Karate chop action! Pulsating laser light!
Oh, annihilate.
Multi-phase voice simulator!
In a secret mission in uncharted space.
And best of all, high-pressure space wings!
To infinity and beyond.
Not a flying toy. Get your Buzz Lightyear action figure and save a galaxy near you! Buzz Lightyear!
Available at all Al's Toy Bound outlets in the Tri-County area.
You ever wonder what's up there? Like what? Maybe someone up there was wondering what it's like here. I guess. Do you think we'll ever meet them? I hope so. Don't you? Do you think we'll ever meet them? Chief.
You're muted. You're muted.
DK's gotta get some kind of a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking at a 2nd and 6, so I guess it was somewhat of a decent gainage on that. Seahawks should really try to just burn this entire clock, but unfortunately, they don't get the ball in second half, so they really got to score.
Yep. Unless their defense can step up more.
Which they did sort of, but not much.
Just enough.
Just enough. And now gives it to Kenneth Walker. He has a little bit of opening, and he breaks through, and that's going to be a first down. And nearly gets to the Bengals territory, and that was a nice big run by Kenneth Walker. DK Metcalf giving him a pat on the head. He found his opening.
Mm-hmm.
There's also nice blockage by the offensive line as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was number 67 with a nice block. And that's going to be a first down. Nice run by Kenneth Walker. Now we're looking at a 1st and 10. And now here we go. Gives it the pass to number 11. And he still stuck with it. Got at least 5 yards on that one. That was Smith Nigba, the rookie for the Seahawks. Really need him to get him going. He hasn't really done much at all, unfortunately.
Yeah. But all these small yardages are adding up for my fantasy team.
Woo. I wonder if they'll add up for mine, too. And looks like we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm. Tyler Lockett almost has 10 points for me. Yeah.
And another commercial break as we speak.
You ever wonder what's up there?
Ah, screw it.
Do you think we'll ever meet them? Chief.
Negative, sir. I think we lost him.
Not yet.
It was rated M for mature.
Can I write a check?
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yo. Can I write a check?
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yo. Yow. Yo. Yow. Yo. Can I write a check?
Yo.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
Yo.
Gee. Yo, gee.
Yo.
Is it me?
Is it you?
Who knows?
Can you guess who is a mystery? Does your person wear a hat? No.
You're history. But I'm still here.
Can you guess who? Does your person have a beard? Uh-huh.
You're out of here.
Can you guess who? Do you have a clue? Does your person wear glasses? Yes.
I'm gone. Me too.
Can you guess who? Not you or you. You're Sam. You win. Let's play again. Can you guess who?
Guess who? Game cards do not actually talk.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 3.
And now we are back from the break. And now here is Geno Smith telling Kenneth Walker to go a little bit more. And he gives it to Kenneth Walker last second and doesn't really get much on that one. And that is a 2nd and 5 so far. 14-7 Bengals still. We're looking at a 3rd and 4.
We can do this.
And now here's Geno Smith's got the pass. He's getting a little pressured, and that's going to be complete finally to DK Metcalf.
Woo!
And he gets the ball finally. Helps my fantasy team on that one. That'll get me at least a point. Good pass by Geno Smith as he was pressured.
Yeah, at least we're not playing each other this week.
Yeah.
You know how it's me.
Yeah, you would be a brutal. And now here's a 1st and 10. Looks like there was a little offsides there. He passes it over to Tyler Lockett, and that is going to be incomplete. I think Geno Smith thought he got the flag on that one, so maybe he had a little free play mindset. But no refs are going to call that one. So we're looking at a 2nd and 10. Good news is we're at least at the field goal range.
Yes, that's good.
$57 seconds left in the half. We're looking at a 2nd and 10. And now here's Geno Smith. Gives it to Kenneth Walker, and he immediately gets bottled up. Immediately. And now that's going to be a 3rd down and long. And actually, I don't think that this is going to be field goal range worthy, unfortunately.
I think it is.
52 seconds left in the quarter. Now they're showing a Home Depot ad. So what are your thoughts? Do you think we can get this going?
I think we can get it going. I think we're going to get some score out of this. I feel really strongly about this. I think we're going to get this 1st down.
All right, and let's see if it happens. We're looking at a 3rd and 11. Is Geno trying to get them to draw? And now here it is. He's immediately pressured, forced to just completely throw it away, and that's going to be an incomplete. And Geno Smith was immediately met by the defense. The offensive line was just not there at all. And now we're looking at a 4th and 11. I do question if that was offsides, but the offensive line was just not there and ready at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at that. Geno Smith got immediately battered by that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 4th and 11, and they are forced to maybe get a field goal. No, they're going to go for the field goal. Jason Myers, do you still have him on your fantasy?
No, I benched him.
He's 0 for 2 this season on a kick like this. He's probably going to miss it. And here's the kick, and it is good.
Actually good.
He actually made it. What a kick by Jason Myers. He finally made it happen on a 50-plus.
Yeah, 55-yarder. I'm like, I was just believing. No, I have another kicker. I have the kicker for Houston now. The kicker for Houston's actually been playing better than Jason Myers. In the last year, Jason Myers had a great season.
Oh, man. What a relief for Jason Myers to finally get a big field goal on that.
Yeah. It was a few weeks ago. He had a really good week. He had like 18 fantasy points or something like that. So,
how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
We have to talk. This is something else. I need your help. Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure.
Miles, this is crazy.
We call it a symbiote, and it chose you.
Get it off of him.
Ready for your annual physical? I'm the hero here, not you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
You're not yourself.
You want to join us?
He's here.
Walk down the whole building.
I know I can snap him out of this.
We can fight this together.
PlayStation.
The power of the Hulk could be yours when you need it with Hulk Hands. Hulk Hands, hear them roar. With all the thunderous sounds of the Hulk built in, the power of the Hulk is in your hands.
I've got the power of the Hulk in my hands, and I like it!
And now we are back from the break.
Sweet.
Jason Myers is about to make the kick. I wonder if the Bengals are just going to take a knee on this one. But they do have 43 seconds, so they could at least somewhat race down the field and go for the field goal.
Mm-hmm.
With 43 seconds and 2 timeouts, there is plenty of time for that.
Yep.
And now here is the kick. Don't know if it's really a good one. It's going to be enough for a touchback. But that means they got free 25 yards on that one. So all they have to do is get around 30 yards, and they can at least go for some kind of a field goal. I would think that they're going to go aggressively on this. I don't think they're going to take a knee. 15 straight completions done for Joe Burrow today.
Wow. Told you he's a good passer.
Oh, yeah. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And now here it is to Joe Burrow getting not much pressure at all, and that is incomplete. It was intended for Jamar Chase, but nothing happened on that. Could have been a pass interference, but it didn't happen, fortunately.
Man, my tight end's doing the best for my fantasy right now. My tight end.
Mine is doing pretty well, too. We're looking at 2nd and 10. First incompletion since the first quarter. And now here's the blitz, and still not enough. Oh, and an incomplete. And maybe if the Seahawks are able to get a stop on this, I would try to see if they can at least get another field goal.
Mm-hmm.
At least go for something. Don't take a knee. Third and 10. They got to get a stop on this one to not give the Bengals any kind of a chance to get a scoring drive on this. Joe Burrow, and it's going to be not much pressure at all once again. This time he is pressured, and will he go down? Still up, and Joe Burrow still scrambling, and it just makes you think, like, what's going to happen? And that's going to be caught, and that's not going to be a first down at least. Maybe it's incomplete, but that was a really bizarre moment.
Mm-hmm.
It was completely broken, but he was able to move out of that. But I think but that was enough for them to waste at least 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. But the Seahawks have 3 timeouts.
So I would think they should at least try to make some big passes and try to get that field goal, because it's like, what else do you got to lose?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are the things that you like so far in this half for the Seahawks?
So I think the offense has been stronger than the defense.
Not by much, though.
But I would say the offense,
the inability to get to the quarterback has been the problem.
Yes, I think that's been our weakness. But I think overall, I think our like offense, I see like we're moving the ball. We're not getting stopped really much at all. So like we have the momentum in our offense, I feel like.
Looks like the Seahawks are trying to go for that block, and it doesn't, not even close for that to happen. And looks like, yep, they're going to get a run on this one. Here's DJ Dallas, and doesn't get much at all. With only 10 seconds left, you can maybe get one big pass and try to get the field goal, but I actually think they're just going to take a knee on this one. I don't think they want to take any kind of a risk.
Do it. Take the risk. No risk,
I just don't think they're going to take the risk.
No risk,
Seahawks young core of offense. Abraham Lucas, offensive line. Charles Cross, offensive line. Jackson Smith-Nigba is a wide receiver. They have a very young team.
Mm-hmm.
A very young, promising team.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when Russell Wilson was last on the Seahawks. It was actually an aging team.
Yeah.
But here's Geno Smith. He's not going to take the knee. I think he's going to go for a few big shots on this one.
Yeah.
And here we go. Maybe a lateral will happen on this. And here we go. Here's Smith. He just got pressured and sacked immediately. And I think they're just going to let the clock run.
Yep, there's the end.
And that will end the first half. And the Bengals lead it 14-10.
But they did try to go for it. At least they did try to go for it. Did just cop out.
They
I
just
like that.
Completely just couldn't get anything done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think one of their strengths was Tyler Lockett in that half.
Tyler Lockett was a great receiver on that one. And DK, I would say that there are times where he just needs to cool it and not just let things get to him.
He's one of the most fine players in the league right now.
Tyler Lockett,
top 5 or something like that.
I do agree with him. That's for sure.
So, yeah.
But yeah, for the Bengals, what's really working for them is that offensive line being able to protect Joe Burrow, and he's doing what he needs to do to be the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. So he's been doing pretty well in this half so far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if our defense can just step up and get a few more stops when counted for, and I think one of the problems is not that they're not getting the stops. I think what's even more the problem is that they're making dumb mistakes. Like you talked about the DJ Metcalf on offense, or like what was the one on defense? Like the offsides call that cost us that drive where they scored
was really costly. So the penalties have really been hurting the Seahawks.
Yeah, so mostly penalties, I think, has been our biggest thing, and we're doing it to ourselves almost.
We are really doing it to ourselves. Now let's take a look at our fantasy football team so far.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it is Macaroni and Cheese 81, but he's pretty much exhausted his scoring. And the Rooftop Korean myself, I still have Tony Pollard and Mike Evans and Justin Herbert, so I think I have a solid chance to win.
Well, right now I'm losing, but it looks like I'm projected to win by 0.9 points right now, and I have 5 guys still playing later.
I'm going to try to see if I can... Oh, I can't really edit anything. I don't think I can really edit anything. I would like to. I'm going to try to see if I can get at least a Seahawks touchdown.
Yeah.
But since it's a half, I might as well do some things while we're waiting.
Yeah. I change out kickers, and the kicker I have in now it has 5 points, but Jason Meyer has 6. So I'm off by 1 right now on my prediction of kickers.
All right, got what I needed. And now let's get into commercial break.
Okay.
Cheers. 干杯。
Some of you believe your system is the most advanced in the universe. Let's review the numbers. Sega Genesis is 16 bits. 3DO is 32 bits. The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits. Which is more advanced? Clifford! 16 and 32 are lesser than 64. So with 64 bits, 3D graphics, real-world animation, and lightning speed that you can only get with Jaguar, which is more advanced? Clifford!
Can you repeat the question?
Jaguar! Jaguar! Jaguar!
It came from the third dimension with its own brain, its own voice, its own legs. There's only one problem. It needs your eyes. Virtual Boy. See it now in 3D.
Put the pieces into the slot, make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Ow! Goes perfection. You race to fit the shapes into the slots, but you better be quick. Or the question will pop. This piece here and that piece there. Put those pieces everywhere. But be quick or beware. Ow! Goes perfection. I did it! Perfection for
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
This is Yao's favorite dish. Please enjoy.
Hey, Charles, how do you like the shrimp?
It's moving and it's got eyes on it.
That's the best part.
It's alive.
Don't be like a baby.
I told you I don't eat shrimp.
Put a waitress on them.
Hold on.
What's the problem?
告诉他们把脑袋吃掉。
No, put them in your pocket. They'll see the napkin.
Yao says eat to the head.
Eat the head.
Eat the head.
Who's in your fave five? My faves.
Only from T-Mobile.
We ran from them. They followed. We thought they'd never find us. We were wrong.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No enemy has ever withstood our might.
Chief, we're running out of time.
I need a weapon. There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
Rated M for mature.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines from Manchester or Providence to Philadelphia for just $29 one way when you purchase by May 26th.
You are now free to move about the country.
With evil exterminated, first you grow strong, then you grow scared. Metroid Fusion, only on Game Boy Advance.
Play it on Xbox.
They'll eat your home! They'll eat your homework! They'll eat you!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Perhaps. Why?
At the center of every Tootsie Pop, there's a chocolatey, chewy Tootsie Roll.
Begin the count. 1, 2, 2.
You bet.
You bet.
Allow me.
1, 2. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 3.
The world may never know.
We bet.
With my hypno beam, programming people is a snap. Hypno beam? Whoa. Hey, Mom, let's...
And we are back from the break, and it looks like we are going to the start of the second half. And C Films, unmute yourself. What do you think are the keys for the Seahawks to win in this for the rest of this game?
More pressure on the passing game and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take, it looks like.
Because I think our offense can at least score another like 10 points at least. So I think it's at least going to get them to 20.
Going to be on the defense on this one.
Yes, it's going to be on the defense. If the defense can stop them from scoring this half, then we have a chance because our offense can get points. I know that. So those are the keys.
See how it goes. And the kick is up, or the kick is away, and we are underway for the rest of this game. And that's going to go all the way to the end zone for a touchback. We're looking at third quarter, second half. The Seahawks have just got to finish this off or find a way to come back and win. And now it looks like that's an offside. Got a free play, and that's going to be incomplete. But, it looks like there's multiple flags going on. Maybe this penalty will offset, and we'll restart, unfortunately.
Yeah, sweet.
Twice we've seen quarterbacks know that they've got the free play and try to make it bigger when downfield, as Burrow did there with T. Higgins. There were two fouls.
Two fouls.
Offside defense, number 10. That penalty is declined. Pass interference defense.
Oh, no. Pass interference on the defense. So that's even worse. We were hoping that maybe it was an offset penalty. So that's going to be a spot on the foul.
Our penalties are getting us.
The penalties have been killing the Seahawks, that's for sure. And now we're looking at a 1st and 10. And here we go. Gives it to Joe Mixon, and he does get gainage on this one. And this is getting really dangerous, where even if the Seahawks just stopping him to a field goal is considered a wild success, which is really just sad. But at least the last two drives, they have been forced to punt.
Yeah.
But the Bengals are driving it right now.
Yeah. So let's stop them here.
You've got to get a stop, no doubt about it. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 5 for the Cincinnati Bengals. It looks like we got no rush, but here is the big pass, and is that
interception? I was thinking in my head, interception was coming.
You were thinking about it, and why are they doing this celebration thing? You just gotta move on to the offense. But they got the interception. What a big break by the Seahawks defense! And now this is a chance for Geno Smith to make something happen. You felt it.
Yes, I could. I was just thinking to myself, like, we need an interception. We need one. And I'm like, yes. There's the defense stepping up. That was huge.
That was a big interception.
That was timely.
And already a commercial break.
Yeah. Every time the ball switches hands. Woo! I just posted a post about the Seahawks halftime score at halftime, and it already has 71 views, 71 impressions.
Shopping. Okay, dear.
What? I love those halftime updates.
Great tasting gum that's good for your teeth. Try it for kids. The official gum sponsor of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
Halftime.
Hi, I'd like to redeem my credit card miles someplace warm.
No.
But I'm in Chicago. It's freezing.
Ooh, I predict a no storm.
Can my miles get me to Mexico?
No way, Jose.
St. Thomas?
Ain't happening.
Hawaii?
No, huh?
Cabo?
Cobb, no, maybe.
L.A.?
No.
Who's in charge over there?
That would be our CEO.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
9.
What?
Niet.
But
no.
I'm calling Capital One.
Nunca. What's in your wallet? Hey, Chubbs, first day? No. The answer's always no. You got that, Quasimodo? Now, I'm a caller. Hi, can I redeem my credit card miles? No? That's right. Mix it up. Tic-tac, no. E-I-E-I, no. Marco!
Paul, no.
All right. Are we clear?
Yeah. No. Hey, shouldn't I just call Capital One?
Hey.
Yeah.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, I got a couple bucks. Bus pass.
Not you.
Credit card miles to Miami?
No. Blacked out.
Ooh, you sound strong. Please?
No.
Just for me.
Okay.
The answer's always no.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One. What's in your wallet?
High-speed internet connection required. Someone is saying yes instead of no to redeeming credit card miles. Find out who.
I'm on it.
No blacked out.
Brenda, you know we all say no. But I hear sometimes you say yes.
And that was a really long commercial break. And now Geno Smith gives it to Tyler Lockett, gets a little gained, and got at least 5 yards on that one. You're muted.
Thank you. Woo! That's great.
Definitely was absolutely needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, it was a great interception. We got to move on from it. We got to get some score out of it. And Geno Smith fakes it to Kenneth Walker, gives it to DK, and he gets it, and he gets a little bit more yards out of it. That was a nice sneaky pass by Geno Smith. Gave it to DK Metcalf. Got a few yards on that, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, yards for you for fantasy.
Yep, that it'll help me a lot. That's for sure. And now we're looking at a 1st and 10. It is now 14-10 Seahawks. And he gives it to Kenneth Walker. Nice little toss. Does get a little bit of a gain, maybe just 1 yard. It may not even be a gain at all.
Flags.
We got flags going on, don't we?
Yeah. There was a lot of them, so it must be something major or obvious.
We'll have to see what it is. And that's on the defense. 15-yard penalty. How about that?
Yeah, when something like that comes out, it must be major. Ooh, that was obvious.
It's a really big penalty, that was.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going into the red zone slightly. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Man in motion. Yeah. He fakes it to Kenneth Walker. Geno Smith's got some room. He might be able to run on this one. He does at least get a few yards on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Geno has some legs on him. You know,
he
said
does.
early in his career he didn't want to be a runner, but he realized how important it was from watching Russell Wilson. I think inspired
Not only
him.
that, but he knew that he could run, though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now we're looking at a 2nd and 5 for the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. Gives it to Kenneth Walker. Not much of a run on that one. You got to score on this one. We're not going to settle for field goals on this.
Yeah.
It is now 3-1 Seahawks. They are. Bengals are at 2-3. Bengals really need to win if they want to be alive for this division or even the playoffs. But the Seahawks have got to keep winning to keep up with at least with the 49ers.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 3rd and 3. This is going to be a big one for the Seahawks. They've got to convert. We don't want to turn this one into nothing.
Yeah.
3rd and 3. And looks like that could be a false start, or maybe that could be... No, I think that's false start. You think that's false start? False start on the offense. This could be a 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 8.
Mm-hmm.
I think Geno Smith sensed that it was a false start. Too many flags on this team. The penalties just keep piling up.
Yep, that's not always good. No.
No, that's something you don't want to happen.
Yep.
And now it is 3rd and 8. And now here it is for Smith, under pressure, but does get it to, I think that's Bobo, and he's still going. And now we are dangerously into the red zone. We're talking about the goal line now.
Woo! Yes, 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Let's keep it going. Nice reception by Bobo.
Yep. Yeah. You make a mistake, but you can always clean up your mistakes. You know,
You can always make up for it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at 1st and goal. Geno Smith is calling for the man in motion. Gives it to Kenneth Walker. Does not get much on this one, I think. I did not like the idea of running on that one, although I'm someone that said Russell Wilson should have handed it to Marshawn Lynch, but it's a different situation on that one.
Yeah.
The reason why they passed in Super Bowl 49 was because the clock was running. So they had to stop the clock at least, but not throw it to Tyler or Ricardo Lockett. But now we're at 2nd and goal at the line. This is a big opportunity for the Seahawks. Man in motion, Tyler Lockett. DK Metcalf is waiting, and here is Geno Smith. He's losing the protection, and that is going to be incomplete. That was not really a great pass either. But that's going to be a flag. Could that be a pass interference? We'll see. We're going to take a look and see if it is. A legal low block on the offense. Wow.
A low block? That's weird.
I know. I think it's one of those. I don't know. It was on Kenneth Walker. We're going to see what it was. Oh, yeah. That will do it. When you try to do something. But it's not like he even made contact, though. There really wasn't much contact, so it's not like it made the greatest impact. But Seahawks, their penalties, they have 6 penalties today.
Yeah. Even though it's pushed us back, we still have opportunity to get it back.
I don't know. At least it's stuck on 2nd down at least, but you gotta make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's Geno Smith. He gives a nice pass, and that is picked off. Not a nice pass. What in the world was I saying? That was not a good pass by Geno Smith. Try to give it to Nigbas, but not pass at all.
That hurts. That hurts.
It really does hurt.
After that good defensive play we had earlier.
And that's all just been negated right from there. And now you got to hope that we can pressure Joe Burrow to get the safety on this one. But it doesn't matter because now they got the ball. And now we are going into commercial break, unfortunately.
Maybe we'll get a safety. Maybe we'll be lucky.
Maybe not.
I believe.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
Can I turn in my credit card miles? No.
Okay. Oh, Chubsy, come on. The answer's always no. That's right. Oh. No. I'm not hearing it. No.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have worked at Capital One. What's in your wallet? No.
Ho, ho, ho! Here's
to a year of saying no to redeeming credit card miles. Enjoy your bonuses.
Hey, maybe next year we can say yes.
No.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have worked at Capital One! What's in your wallet?
Finally, we're using my credit card miles. They couldn't black us out forever.
But Dad, it's summer.
What are you, a weatherman?
All right, who's up for a little double diamond? Last one down's a coward. I'm okay.
They need a Capital One card.
For easy-to-use rewards, get Capital One No Hassle Rewards with no blackouts on any airline, anytime.
Kids, look at this!
What's in your wallet?
Remember, be very quiet in the museum. I'll take this group.
And we are back from the break. Make sure you unmute. But if in case you have missed it, Geno Smith just threw an interception. I think that was his first interception of the season as well. And now here's Joe Burrow. Not much pressure at all. Joe Mixon does at least get stopped, but that is going to be dangerous for the Seahawks. Here's where it was. Here's that interception. Geno Smith was trying to throw it. It didn't really like it. Should have thrown it to 84. It was just an awful pass to begin with. But I said it was like, oh, nice pass. Oh, it's picked up. That's what I said.
Yep.
Now it's 2nd and 2. Geno Smith probably looking at that interception over and over again, probably studying it right now. 2nd and 2. And now there's the blitz. Bobby Wagner's trying to get to him. And that's going to be incomplete. It was intended for Jamar Chase. So good pressure.
Yes.
On Joe Burrow. But Burrow was able to get it off on time. So you really got to get to him really fast. No question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3rd and 2. This is a really big stop needed for the Seahawks.
Yes, this will be big.
This will be absolutely huge. I wonder if they're just going to completely just blitz them. I would just do that. Just completely blitz. They're not going to. And there's still pressure. And it was just wide open right there. I said that they should have just blitzed him completely because he's going to get the pass off in time. But now that's a new set of downs for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Just right there.
It's kind of been a low-scoring game. So far, it's kind of been a low-scoring game.
Kind of has been.
Yeah. For what NFL scores are nowadays,
I know.
Old school games, this would be
I like the old school games better.
You do?
I do. And here it is for Joe Burrow. Getting a little bit of pressure, and he is going to go down for the sack.
Woo!
What a sack by the Seahawks on that one. Really needed that badly.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jaron Reed with the sack. Credit to him.
Yeah. Our defense is picking it up. Our defense is getting better.
Just a little bit.
Which might be enough to win us the game.
It was quite a break by the Seahawks. Now here is a 2nd and 12. Now here we go. And that's going to be the run. And that will at least get some yards on that. This makes me really nervous. It really does. We're about halfway point on the 3rd quarter. Mm-hmm. Washington's leading Atlanta right now 24-10.
Yeah.
We're at 3rd and 8. Bengals are still in their own territory, but you got to get to the quarterback as quickly as you can. But I think they're going to go for some zone coverage on this. Doesn't look like zone coverage at all. Looks sort of like man-to-man. Bobby Wagner is going a little bit back. And there's the pressure. Not much. And that is another sack! The second sack in a row on Joe Burrow. And that is number 55, Jones, credited with the sack. What a break by the Seahawks defense. They made up for that interception very well.
Mm-hmm.
And now they are forced to punt. There's no way they're going to go for this on 4th down. Not at all. And Joe Burrow's looking a little frustrated on that.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is the punt. And let's see how far this really goes. It's going to go to DJ Dallas. Could he get some yards out of it? He's still running, get some holes. And he did break a little bit through. And now they're into the Bengals territory. What
Almost
a
field goal
run by
range.
DJ Dallas. That was a great run.
I know. Almost field goal ranger here. Look at Adams.
Almost there.
Mm-hmm. So
I would think that this would be commercial break by now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess not. It doesn't seem like it just by how it's going.
Yeah. We just had commercial so quickly ago. Maybe like
I know.
2 minutes ago.
No commercial break on this. It's going to be 1st and 10. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's leading 17-10 if you care about that. Seahawks are now leading them in pass per play. This is a big opportunity for the Seahawks to get going, and I think that's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, and look at this. San Francisco is only up by 3 points at halftime against Cleveland.
Yeah, but then Cleveland's just going to burn out. We all know that.
We never know. Maybe Cleveland will pull it off for us.
No, I want the Browns to tank for a quarterback.
Nah.
I already gave up on them.
But it'd be nice to have them just at least win that game. It doesn't matter what the other games, but beating that game would be huge for us. But some of the last few championships have been won by teams.
Well, when I got hurt in this work, glad I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac. Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Should ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Aflac.
Hey kids, today we're going to get an inside look at new Eggo waffles. All the stuff you love on your Eggo waffle is inside your Eggo waffle. Look, luscious strawberry filling.
Whoa!
Ah! Look at those choppers.
Aren't they beauts?
New strawberry Eggo waffles, part of this complete breakfast. Tomorrow we'll explore maple Eggo waffles.
At Circuit City, the big names you want are all under one roof, all at unbeatable low prices. Plus, get your choice of 0% interest for 12 months on any computer or 10% off any computer. Like this Packard Bell 486SX33 with monitor, just $1099.94 with 0% or $989.95 after 10% off. And this Magnavox 25-inch TV is just $277.97.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
To fruitiness and beyond. Roast Fruity Pebbles cereal, part of this good breakfast.
Gotta get us home. I did it.
And now we are back from the break. This is a big opportunity for Geno Smith. We're at 1st and 10 so far. And here is the fake. And here's Geno with a nice pass to Kenneth Walker. And he gets some gains on that. And that's going to be at least 8 yards. And Epic Man, get that unmuted.
Yeah, I'm back here.
And just wanted to double check with you. You're going to be at my draft, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Discording. We're going to be discording that one. We're not going to put it on live. I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. But yeah. I'll be there. Look at that one-handed catch. Like
it was a nice one-handed catch.
like the ability of these players to get these one-handed.
Here's Kenneth Walker with the run, and he does break through, and that's going to be a first down for the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Got it's 2 hours into the show so far. We're looking at 14-10 Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith, he is calling audibles, I think, on this one. Walker with 14 rushes for 55 yards and a touchdown. 2 seconds left on the clock. He gets it off on time. Here's Smith going for that big pass to DK Metcalf. And is that catch? Is that complete? No, I think that's incomplete. Would have been a big reception, though.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 2nd and 10. It was a nice attempt. I thought that was going to get picked, though. He threw it into double coverage. No, I don't think that's challengeable. I don't think there's any reason to challenge that. I mean, do you think that's incomplete?
I think it's incomplete. Look at his feet.
Yeah, but his feet just got off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, his feet were not in. They didn't scrape.
Notably frustrated. He's not getting much receptions at all.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at a 2nd and 10.
Mm-hmm.
3rd quarter, 4 minutes left, clock going down, and here's Smith, and I think that's going to be a flag, could be a false start, or it could be a timeout called. Cincinnati has burned their timeout.
That's big right now. For end of the game.
Yeah, that could be a crucial one. I think it's because they had defensive guys and personnel that they didn't like on their field, so they had to make the change at the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll was a secondary coordinator for the Ohio State. Let's see how much he really built himself into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think they're really going to show much. They're just showing how much of his history that he has in Ohio.
Yeah, how he ties in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like he was a coach for like the Jets in the 90s, like the mid 90s, and then like now he's the Seahawks coach. It's like he's been around.
He was also a Patriots coach. He was the coach right before Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And now here is 2nd and 10. And here it is where he's looking to pass. He's got the big one, and that is wide open for Bobo. And looks
man, look
so
at that
many
hit.
flags
Look
out
at that
there.
Hit. Look at that hit. Oh man, that was huge.
Let's take a look at see what the flag was. Oh, that was a big one.
Yeah. I was like,
that was a nasty hit.
Ooh, was that targeting? Was that it was helmet to helmet?
Had to be helmet to helmet.
Yeah, that was helmet to helmet.
Yep, that's the big penalty on that one. But that was a great catch by Bobo.
I know. And he still got up after that hit.
He still got up, and that was for unnecessary roughness.
Ooh.
4 minutes left in this quarter. Geno is now he's at goal line right now. Let's see if we can finish this off. Here's Geno Smith, and looks like we got another timeout called.
Is that another Cincinnati one, or is that our timeout?
Oh, medical timeout. I think it's Bobo because that it must be a concussion. Hey, Sleepy, how's it going? But yeah, that was a nasty hit on Bobo.
Yeah, that was insane.
Now it looks like he's going to be on concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm.
He's 25 years old from UCLA. He's a rookie. I'm going to take a look at Bobo's history for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
There's Jake Bobo. That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
So Jake Bobo looks like I think he was an undrafted free agent. He was from Duke, transferred to UCLA. He went to college late, it looks like. Now we're at a 1st and goal. And gives it to Kenneth Walker. He's already getting seeked on, but he does make some yards out of it. Still that's gonna be a 2nd and goal. No yards lost on that one. Still got a gain.
Yep. 2-yard gain, 3 yards to go. We can do it.
So here's Bobo's history. He began his college career at Duke, played in all 13 Blue Devils games as a freshman, caught 10 passes for 167 and 1 touchdown. And now here is 2nd and goal. Gives it to Kenneth Walker. I mean, they really got to do something else. They got
Is he too scared to pass it? Is he too scared to pass it?
He doesn't want to get picked.
Yeah.
Bobo missed the opening of his sophomore season with a broken collarbone. As a junior, he led Duke with 358 receiving yards on 32 receptions, scored 1 touchdown. Bobo caught 74 passes for 494 in Duke. Then he transferred. So it looks like he had a tough time making it work in college. Then he ultimately transferred to UCLA and made something big there.
Mm-hmm. So many players transfer nowadays. It's so crazy.
It really is.
There's like no
and here's
loyalty.
a 3rd and goal. We really got to get something happen on this one. Here's Smith with the pass, and that is incomplete once again. And the Cincinnati Bengals catch a break, and they are going to be forced to kick that field goal. I don't think you can go for it on this one, obviously.
No,
yes. Thank you very much, Sleepy. There's definitely no case of I mean, you would maybe plead a case for a pass interference, but I don't think there's enough evidence for that to happen. I mean, do you think there's enough evidence for a pass interference?
Well, he's already holding his jersey a little bit, like pre-ball.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And now here's the kick, and that is good. You really thought that you were going to miss that for just a second.
No, but hey, we're only down by 1.
Down by 1, but the Seahawks have got to get a big stop on this. And now I got to go to the bathroom.
You sure did. Only you can put us together with this free scrambler.
I think you lost your head.
One Stone Age scrambler free in each month box of pebbles. We'd give you a hand if we could.
This is Brett. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just watching the market recap, drinking an import. That is correct. That is correct.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Hey, Brett, who's that? Hey, Chad, pick up the cordless. Chad here. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Well, thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. Just got in today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport. Mighty big airport y'all got here. And the people here are so nice.
You want a beer?
I want a bud. How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just got here today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport, and the people sure are nice.
Nice people.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing fine. I just got here. My brother-in-law came and picked me up from the airport. It's a mighty big.
Hi, Billy Mays here for Mighty Putty. The easy way to fix, fill, and seal virtually anything fast and make it last. Mighty Putty is not a glue, but a super-powered epoxy that you can mold to any shape and apply directly to most any surface for an everlasting bond. Ordinary epoxies are a mixing mess. With Mighty Putty, you just cut like dough, simply need to activate, apply, and let dry. It has the muscle to support up to 350 pounds. Rebuild the damaged tool to work like new, or make car repairs and save money. Drills, bolts, and screws can ruin your project. With Mighty Putty, you just cut, activate, and apply. Here's something you can't do with glue. Mighty Putty seals leaks instantly. Use it on pipes and faucets for a permanent seal. As you need, it activates, turning from green to white to show it's ready to hold on tight. It has the strength to pull this fully loaded 80,000-pound tractor trailer. Now that's the power of Mighty Putty. Whether it's tile to wood, metal to glass, any job, big or small, Mighty Putty repairs them all.
Really? It works on a truck?
Break. I don't think it does. I think that's all staged. Do you think that was staged?
It was like outdoors in like an open area. It wasn't near anything.
And the camera wasn't even closed, and there's not enough evidence to show that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's a fraud. It looks like DK Metcalf is kind of shaken up a bit. And now we're looking at a 1st and 10. Got a touchback. And now here it is to Mixon. And he just gets right through it. And had not been tripped, he would have been broken out on that one.
Well, we stopped him, so we're slowing him down. Our defense has picked it up this half because we haven't allowed any points this half so far.
We have not so far quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're looking at a 2nd and 5. 1:50 left in the quarter. You got to get a stop on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And now here's the pressure. Not so much pressure. He's got plenty of time, just a ridiculous amount of time. Joe Burrow, I think, is just going to run this one for easy 1st down. He just had too much time.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to Geno Smith, he hasn't had much time at all.
Mm-hmm. But Geno's still making it work.
I guess so. Even though I don't really like him that much. I have my issues with him still.
Yeah. He makes mistakes sometimes, but all quarterbacks make mistakes sometimes,
1st and 10. And it's a nice quick pass, and that's to Tyler Boyd, and that's going to not be a 1st down, but still gain on that one.
Well, that's your fantasy guy, Boyd.
And now DK Metcalf, his return is now questionable.
Uh-oh, there go your fantasy points.
Yep, pretty much. We are now at 2nd and 3 for Joe Burrow. And here is the handoff to Mixon, and that's going to be just short. I think that's just going to be just short, but on this one, you got to blitz and just go right after everything, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
7 seconds left. They're definitely going to let that clock run. It's going to be 3rd and 1. It's going to be end of the quarter, and we'll be back after this timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Cracks in ceilings, walls, and floors. Mold it to furniture, sand and paint for a seamless repair. And it's ideal for all your crafting projects. There's nothing you can't do with Mighty Putty. Call now and we'll send you 2 powerful sticks of Mighty Putty for only $19.99. But through this exclusive TV offer, we'll double it and send you 2 more sticks free. Mighty Putty will pay for itself the very first time. But I'm not done yet. Call right now and I'll triple the offer and send you 6 sticks of Mighty Putty for the same low price of $19.99. Order now.
Spend the weekend in the city and take home big buys at Circuit City's Memorial Day weekend. Like this VCR with remote, just $144.97. This Toshiba car CD player, now $199.97. This Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerator, only $377.97. And get your choice from Sony, this CD boombox or this portable CD player, now $114.97 each.
Welcome to Circuit City. Best services, state of the art.
Chosen breed, you don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, cause that's
Can I trade you my credit card miles? No.
Okay. Oh, Chubsy, come on. The answer's always
No!
that's right.
Oh. No!
I'm not hearing it.
No! No! No!
from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have went to Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
No!
Circuit City is going out of business. Save it.
We are back from the break, and Sleepy just texted me, "Hey, Rooftop, just wondering in the Rangers, who do you think's going to move on?" I think it's going to be the Astros. I can't see the Rangers losing that one, personally. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 1, and that's going to be – is that going to be a first down? Or is that – no, I think he was stopped on that one. But if I'm Joe Burrow, just go for it because the defense is not going to be able to hold this one. I think they're going to go for it on 4th down. I mean, what do you think? If you're Bengals, do you go for it on 4th down or go for the punt?
Well, it depends on like what you're at that point in the field where like you're almost giving like all the Seahawks would have to do is get one first down and then get a field goal. Do you risk it?
I don't know. I think they might punt on this one.
Yeah, because they're
I
going
thought
to
they'd
risk
go for
giving
it on
them good
4th
field
down.
position.
Yeah, but the Seahawks offense has been flat.
No, it's been moving.
They're gonna punt. They're gonna punt.
Yeah, I knew they're punting. Makes sense. Yeah. Yep, I knew they were going to punt.
Yep, and that's going to be a punt, and that's going to be a fair catch. So they are going to be in a very deep territory.
Yeah.
And now back to commercial break again.
Yeah. Been a lot of commercials this game. A lot of change of hands of the ball.
As much as 30% off our entire $1.8 billion inventory. This is the largest consumer electronics total liquidation in history. While quantities last, get ready for the big game with discounts on your dream HD TV. This is a sale of epic proportions with discounts on everything, including all home audio video, computers, digital cameras, portable electronics, and more. All 567 stores are closing. Save as much as 30% off everything during the Circuit City going out of business sale.
What do you do for stains detergent can leave behind? Well, Maytag and Whirlpool recommend OxyClean because it gets out the spills, the spots and splatters, whether they're ground in, smeared on, or dried up, it doesn't matter. That's the power of OxyClean.
Stuart, can I see you in my office, please?
That kid is sick. That hinge is squeaky. He's very sick.
Stuart, get in here.
Sure thing, Mr. P.
Stuart, I just opened my Ameritrade account.
Let's light this candle. Let's go to Ameritrade.com. It's easier than falling in love. What do you feel like buying today, Mr. P?
Kmart.
So research it. All this stuff is provided for you free of charge.
No cost.
Yeah, that's synonymous with free.
Looks like a good stock.
Let's buy.
Let's buy 100 shares.
All right, click it in there.
Okay.
How about 500?
100, Stuart.
Feel the excitement? You're about to buy a stock
Okay.
online.
Oh! Fabulous. I'm thrilled. What did that cost me?
$8, my man.
Mike Broker charges me $200 for this
Riding the
trade.
wave of the future, my man. I gotta get a soda.
All right.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Wait a
P.
minute.
I'm having a party on Saturday night. If you really want to go,
I'm going to try and get there. Thank you, Stuart.
trading.
Thank you.
Rock on.
All right, Stuart.
Ameritrade. Believe in yourself.
Hi, I'd like to redeem my credit card miles someplace warm.
No.
But I'm in Chicago. It's freezing.
Ooh, I predict a no storm.
Can my miles get me to Mexico?
No way, Jose.
St. Thomas?
Say it happening.
Hawaii?
No, huh?
Cabo?
Cobb, no, maybe.
L.A.?
No.
Who's in charge over there?
That would be our CEO.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One.
And now we're back from the break, and go ahead and unmute yourself. Looks like they're playing some girls' flag football in that Bengals stadium. I played flag football. I mean, remember when you saw me play some flag football? I remember.
Yeah, I used to record you.
I'm starting to think I have some worthy shorts for myself being a running back. There were some big runs I did make, which was really cool. And now here's Geno Smith giving it to Kenneth Walker. He is not good. Oh, maybe gets about a couple yards on that one, but they're making it too predictable. I think for the red zone, they got to give it to Charbonnet on that one for next time. See what he can do. And I'm not totally saying that because it's on my fantasy team.
I was about to say that. I was like, you thought. Yeah. But hopefully DK is okay. Looks like they're back in there. So they're back in there.
Yeah, for sure. Now we are at 2nd and 9 so far. 13:33 left in the quarter. They are in their own territory. Here's Smith looking to pass. And here is the pass, and that gets it to Nigba, and that's going to be a first down for the Seahawks.
And more.
And more. I'm almost thinking you should just burn the entire quarter just to give the Bengals no opportunity.
Yeah. The main thing is just to score.
Open.
The main thing we got to do is score. The main thing we have to do is at least score something.
Do something, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go, Seahawks. Let's get this score going.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker is in the backfield. And here they're going to fake to him, and he's looking to pass. And here's Smith. Doesn't really have much. He's going to have him run, and that's going to be a couple yards of gain.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Thielen on my dynasty team, 109 yards and a touchdown. Amari Cooper's been playing very well today, 3 yards for 95. They're talking about fantasy perspective. I'm going to see what's going on and around the league. The 49ers are tied with the Browns 10-10.
I'm telling you, the Browns can pull off an upset win there.
14-13, 2nd and 9. And here's Smith looking to pass. Doesn't have much protection. Here's the pass. And that's going to be picked off. And that was just way too easy of an interception. A terrible game for Geno Smith. And now the Bengals are now dangerously in the red zone. Just right out of nowhere. He was trying to get it to DK Metcalf. I thought that was an awful pass to begin with. He was DK was just way off. I was like, there may have been a miscommunication on that one.
Mm-hmm. Our defense just needs to step up again.
No, the defense is getting tired. They've done as much as they could, and now they're in danger of just a very tough game for Geno Smith.
Mm-hmm. It's not good for my fantasy, but I still might pull up my fantasy week even with Geno playing this bad.
Where was DK Metcalf even going?
I don't know. The ball was going towards GK. Just the other guy was, in a better spot.
And now here's Burrow, and that is incomplete.
Well, that's good.
Oh, man. This has been nothing more than a defensive brawl.
Yeah. And even at a defensive brawl, it's 14-13. So it's like we still have a chance to win this game.
Absolutely.
So even Joe Burrow had a pick today. So can't just say it's just Geno.
Yeah, but those passes were like very preventable interceptions.
Yeah, ours were.
Second and 10 for Joe Burrow. He's got no running back with him. He's obviously going to pass, and he's going to get the big pass, and that was nearly picked off, but Witherspoon was off, just a little bit off on that. It was he didn't have a good angle to pick it off anyway. It looks like there's having a conversation going on with Jamar Chase, but Witherspoon with a good stop right there.
Yes. Third and 10.
3rd and 10. Slightly less than 12 minutes left in the quarter. Hopefully the Seahawks can get a stop on this. They really need another one to at least force the field goal.
Yeah.
5 seconds left on the clock. And it barely gets it off. And here's Burrow, and that's going to be another incomplete pass. 4 incomplete passes in a row.
Wow.
Yep, we could have used a 6 on that moment, but they're going to be forced to kick the field goal at least, so the damage has been limited. And Witherspoon, what were you doing? Or Woolen, what were you doing there, buddy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there could have been a pick on that one. And now they're going to be forced to kick the field goal to make it 17-13, or hopefully they miss it. But Evan McPherson, he's 9 for 11 on field goals, 54 yards long. He's going for a 52-yarder. And it's looking at a 4th and 10. Here's the kick, and that is right through the uprights, and that's going to be good. Now the Seahawks are going to get the ball back. They did limit the damage a little bit on that Geno pick, but hopefully the Seahawks can pick it up. And now we go to commercial break.
Mm-hmm. So we just have a little bit harder work, but still.
Rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
We limited it.
No, I'm calling Capital One. Nunca.
What's in your wallet? Hey, Chubbs, first day? No. The answer's always no. You got that, Quasimodo? Now, I'm a caller. Hi, can I redeem my credit card miles? No. That's right. Mix it up. Tic-tac, no. E-I-E-I, no. Marco.
Paul, no.
All right. Are we clear?
Yeah. No. Hey, shouldn't I just call Capital One?
Hey.
Yeah.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, I got a couple bucks. Bus pass.
Not you.
Credit card miles to Miami?
No. Blacked out.
Ooh,
You sound strong.
please?
No.
Just for me.
Okay.
The answer's always no.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I'd like to redeem my credit card miles.
Yeah, no.
All you ever say is no.
And yet you keep calling.
That's it. I'm coming to find you. I am tired of no.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my bright yellow shirt.
You're going down. Ah!
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
I should work at Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
Someone is saying yes instead of no to redeeming credit card miles. Find out who.
I'm on it.
No blackouts.
Brenda, you know we all say no, but I hear sometimes you say yes.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
I'd like to redeem my credit card miles. No.
Okay.
Oh, Chubbsy, come on.
And we are back from the break, and hopefully, with the offensive drive that the Seahawks have, hopefully this will be their chance. Hopefully that interception was nothing more than an oopsie, but I'm telling you, this is where I have my concerns on Geno Smith. You know that. But they're not running the ball enough, I will say. I think. And now they're reviewing that pass. It looks like DK Metcalf looks like there was a miscommunication between DK Metcalf and Geno Smith on that one. And you're on mute.
Yep.
But other than that, Geno Smith is 12 for 15 on completion. So he's been passing the ball well. It's just those two interceptions just got away from him. But I'm still not a Geno Smith fan. And now it looks like they're going to run this ball. It's a fake to Kenneth Walker. And here's the pass way over the head of Noah Fant. So you're not going to get much on that one. And looks like there is a flag.
Is that roughing the passer?
Is. Roughing the passer. Oh, that was a big hit.
Yeah. The crazy thing is sometimes these players have forward motion, and how can they stop their forward motion from hitting the quarterback after they throw the ball?
Yeah, because it's like nothing you can do.
Yeah, like where do you go? Like you don't want to hurt the quarterback, but where can the guy go if he's
you can't really go anywhere? So yeah, you make a good point on that one.
Where it's like that's kind of a weird call where like the timing of that is just that slight timing difference.
Now we're looking at a 1st and 10. It's been a penalty-full game for both sides for the game.
Yeah.
Now it's going to faking it. Here's Geno Smith looking to pass. He is getting pressured. He gives it to Parkinson, and that's going to be a few yards gain. And another flag flies out. Looks like this might be a holding call. I think this one's coming back.
I don't know.
Wilson, could this be an illegal block against Seattle with Ken Walker blocking back towards the end zone?
Is that Kenneth Walker taking a bad blocking
penalty on Walker in a blocking role just by where he was moving? Let's see. Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Yep, Kenneth Walker. We know that. I knew that I was coming back.
And again, Kenneth Walker does it.
I think that's a stupid rule, but it's the rules.
I know. Like the whole thing is like football's a game of tackling. Like, you're saying you're tackling wrong?
Because they're trying to limit these injuries, but players get injured anyway.
Yeah, they're still getting injured. So it's like the more rules you make, the less football will be like physical anymore. It almost will become like two-hand touch.
Football.
Yeah. And do you want flag football?
No, of course not. First and 15. Here's Gino looking to pass. Doesn't really have much. Gives it to Kenneth Walker, and he's just absolutely getting bottled up, and he's not going to get much gain on that one. At least it started with a first down, though. It's probably going to be a 2nd and 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2nd and 11.
Yeah. Better than nothing. 4 is better than nothing.
Absolutely. Geno Smith in the second half, 7 for 11. Burrow's been struggling. He had 4 straight incomplete passes. And here's Geno. He's going to pass. And here's a quick pass to Parkinson, the tight end. And that's not going to be much. But you got to get the first down. No question, you got to get the first down because it's only a matter of time that the Bengals offense finally figures it out.
Yeah.
It's now 17-13. Cincinnati. We're approaching 10 minutes left in this game.
Yeah. Cleveland's winning 10-13.
Cleveland is winning 13-10, indeed.
Yeah. 13-10, yeah.
It would be a massive upset if Cleveland wins this one. 3rd and 5 for Geno Smith. This is a really big play for the Seahawks. And here it is. He's got the pass, got a little time. Not much time at all. He's getting scrambled, but Geno Smith's got to come up with something. I think he's just going to throw it away. And now that's going to be a 4th down, and they're going to be forced to punt. And I'm telling you, Geno's not our guy for the future. He's just not the guy.
He's a good player. I think he's good.
I don't think he is. Now, to be fair, there was nothing open, especially with no protection whatsoever.
Because can you really blame it on Geno all the time and stuff like that?
I can.
Yeah. Because thinking even back the day with Russell Wilson, our defense was so good, it helped out a lot. Because our defense
really
as good as
did,
it was back then. So was it really Russell Wilson, or did he just have so much help that it made him look a lot better?
And now here's the kick by Dixon, and that was nearly blocked. And that's going to... It's going to go inside. But now this is the opportunity for Joe Burrow to put this game away as quickly as possible.
But the Seahawks can still stop him.
I don't know.
Let's see if they can.
I don't know.
Our defense has been stepping up, so.
Hello? Yo, who's that? Yo, it's D.
True.
Hello? Yo, it's T.
True.
Good night.
Hold on to your eyeballs and get ready to rip into a whole new fist-in-your-face reality as Mortal Kombat 3 bashes its way into the R zone.
Use the backbreaker. Awesome.
You will meet all your enemies
Ring chop.
in this startling new dimension
They're right in my face.
in the R zone.
Here comes Wolf.
Mortal Kombat 3 lives in the R zone.
A lot of industry experts told us that the passenger side was the best place to add a third door. We got still more advice insisting that the driver's side was the only logical choice. But as you can see, we let it all go right in one ear and out the other. Introducing the new Dodge Ram Quad Cab. The rules have changed.
Congratulations! You launched the pink slip virus. You're off.
And we are back from the break, and I'm finally sitting down for this one. I was standing throughout the entire time. And now we are looking at a 1st and 10, 17-13 Bengals. They are in their own 14-yard line. But this is a good chance for Joe Burrow to get something done. And that's going to be a little bit of a run. That's going to be at least 3 yards on that one. And you're still muted, C-Films. It looks like Miami is just really putting Carolina away.
Yeah. Do you think Carolina will go not win a game all season long?
I don't know. We're looking at a 2nd and 7 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow is definitely going to pass on this one. He did call the audible. I think there's going to be a blitz on this. There is a blitz by Bobby Wagner, but doesn't matter. And Jamar Chase gets it for a 1st down. It was only a matter of time that the Bengals are going to look good on offense, because when you have Geno Smith completely blowing several opportunities, like this one's on him. I hate to say it. It's going to be on him. Like, yes, the team did not look good, but 2 of those interceptions, he easily could have passed it to anyone else.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at a 1st and 10. Burrow, they're going to pass again. It's not like they can get much pressure on him at all. And here it is, not much pressure at all. Gets the reception, and that's going to be a tackle, but still got 5 yards out of that one.
Let's stop him here. If we can stop him here, we still have a chance to win this game. It's not over yet. It's not.
Geno Smith is your quarterback. There's not much to hope for.
Geno has his moments, and they do pan out.
Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to pass again. That's all they're going to do. I think they got to play the zone on this one. And now he's going for the blitz. And that is going to be a sack. That's the 3rd sack for the Seahawks. It's going to be a 3rd and long. A nice sacking effort by the Seahawks.
Yep. I'm telling you, don't call this game out yet. It's not over yet. We can still pull this off. It's not like Cincinnati's playing much better than we are.
Yeah, but Geno Smith is just gifting them.
He's had 2 interceptions, but so Joe Burrow has an interception too. So it's like, yes, Geno's were more preventable, but yes, Joe Burrow has an interception too. So you're saying 1 more interception?
We got a 3rd and 12, 3rd and long, shall I say. We're going 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Burrow. He's got a lot of time, got all day to pass, and that's going to be a stop. Another loss of downs, and once again, the Seahawks defense coming up big on this one. And now they are forced to punt once again.
We might get better field position this time.
Hopefully. We'll have to see. Now it's going to be a 4th and 14. Jamal Adams has been playing a big part of this defense, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually been on his assignment.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And do they want to try to get to the punter? I would think so. Doesn't look like there's in the formation for it, though. Nope, they have plenty of time. And that's going to be the punt, and it's going to go to DJ Dallas. He catches it, but he fair catches it. And now that's going to be decent field position for the Seahawks. 6 minutes and 17 seconds. If I were the Seahawks offense, use every bit of it. Don't go for big passes on this one.
Yeah. But hey, here's the moment for Geno to shine.
This is the
Geno
big
has
moment
the third,
for him.
He has his 3rd opportunity. What do they say in baseball? 3 strikes, you're out. Well, here's your 3rd chance. Get
Maybe
it done.
3rd time the charm. You're right. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
They're going to do no commercial breaks on this. Cleveland has the ball right now with 13 minutes left. Walker has the ball. The quarterback. Here's Geno Smith. He gives it to Walker. He's going for the run, and he does get at least a few yards on that. And we're getting close to Bengals territory.
Yep. I think this is 4th down territory. We're just going to go for it on 4th.
I think so. You're going to have to. Already burned your timeouts.
We only burned 1 timeout, so we still have 2 left.
Not by much, though. And 2nd and 6.
Whew. Yeah.
2nd and 6. Geno's definitely going to pass on this one. And here we go. Not much protection. Here's a big pass over to DK Metcalf. He makes the catch, and we are going to get a first down on this one.
Yes!
Nice pass by Geno Smith. He completely redeems himself. He completely just burned him. And that helps my fantasy team just a little bit.
Yes. Woo-hoo! But man, that was big. That was
DK's a
big.
really big dude. Don't mess with that guy.
Yeah. I think he's what, 6'4"?
Yeah. It's huge. Now we're looking at a 1st and 10. We are in Bengals territory.
Yeah.
Geno Smith with a nice pass. We're at least in field goal range for sure on this. 3 seconds left. It's going down, and it fakes it to Kenneth Walker. Is he gonna go? It looks like he's gonna run for it. He's gonna go for a nice run. He slides, and that's gonna be another first down for the Seahawks. And now we are in the red zone, but they got to score on this. They got to score. You cannot settle for a field goal and anything less. Anything less is like an interception.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a nice block by 89. Gave him time, and Geno Smith made a nice 10-yard run on that.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10. Here's Geno again. He's pressured, and he just completely just spiked it down. At least he went for the intended receiver, so I don't think that's going to be intentional grounding.
No, because Kenneth Walker was right there.
Kenneth Walker was right there.
Yeah.
Because intentional grounding means if you're in the pocket, but you just throw it wherever, that's intentional grounding.
Yeah.
But if you're out of the pocket, then you're fine.
Yeah.
We're now looking at 2nd down, 2nd and 10. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. And here's Geno. He's going to run again, and that's going to be a 3rd down. He had nothing to pass to because Bengals do have a solid passing defense.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and 7. This is going to be very critical for the Seahawks. You've got to score. Cannot go for anything less. Anything less would be a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get this done. It looks like we're sensing a blitz on this one. They're going to go right after Geno Smith. Here it is, 3rd and 7. And here comes the blitz. And it's a nice pass to DK. And he gets it for the first down. And we are now dangerously in the red zone. He sensed the blitz, and Geno Smith quickly got it to DK Metcalf.
Whew.
That was very close.
Yeah, but we got it.
We got it for now. And now here's Geno again. And here it is on 1st down. Geno Smith, not much time to pass. He's going to get sacked, and he'll get brought down. I think he should have just dumped that pass to Kenneth Walker. He was wide open right there.
Maybe he wasn't looking there. He just didn't notice it.
He just didn't notice at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He just couldn't. Just the protection was just broken after that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Geno Smith looking to pass, and he's going to get sacked again. He just completely just throws it away.
Okay.
Geno's just looking awful right now. I know that there's no offensive line protection, but he still has to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith, 24 of 35. He has yet to throw a touchdown.
Let's get it here. Let's get this touchdown.
I think they're just going to settle for the field goal.
Well, let's get it. Let's get this done. No, I think we can get a big play off of here. Let's do it. Let's get this touchdown.
3rd and goal. You got to score on this one. They have to score. Here's Geno sensing the big pressure, and here's Nigbus, and that will be. He still at least makes up for it, but that's going to be. They're going to be forced to kick the field goal.
Do you go for it here?
I don't know. I think they're not going to go for it. I think they're going to bank. I mean, you really can't go for it because you don't want to burn your timeouts. No, I think you have to go for it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 4th and goal, and this is going to be it. The game on the line right over here. They're going to go for that pass. Or something. They got to score on this one. And now here's Geno Smith. 4th and goal. Game on the line. Here's Smith, and he's going to get sacked and completely just taken down. And that may just end the game right there unless the Seahawks can get another stop. And for consecutive drives in a row, Geno Smith has completely failed. I don't care if you don't have protection. There's quick passes that you can do. And once again, the Seahawks have failed again. And I'm putting this all on Geno Smith.
Yeah, it's like it's like he's had so many opportunities. Like the game's not out of reach for us. It's like the game's right here for us to take away from.
I just cannot use the lack of offensive line as an excuse. I think that's a horrible excuse. I think
Burrow hasn't played good this half. Burrow hasn't done that much this half.
Very much so.
And so you really say Burrow's a better quarterback? No, it's like Geno's done more this half. He's actually moved the ball more.
That's not the thing. That's not the point. He's not finishing the drives. And now here's a 1st and 10. And here's Joe Burrow going for that big pass, and that is completely incomplete. I was hoping that would be an intentional grounding on that one. Because there was, but at least the clock stopped, so that was kind of foolish on the Bengals' part.
Yeah.
And now we have reached the 2-minute warning, which is basically a free timeout.
Yeah. But hey, if we stop it 3 times in a row here, we still have a chance to win this game.
The defense has really come up big for the Seahawks.
I'm like, maybe the 4th time you'll finally pull it out. Like, they're giving Geno so many opportunities. Geno's like right there.
Man, I'm so angry that I'm not even playing commercials right now.
Yeah, well, it's upsetting because like we've had so many. Geno's had so many opportunities and he's failing right now, and I'm like, I want Geno to do well, but it's just like he's just not finishing it, And it's like we could take this game easily away from the Bengals. It's like we're almost handing the game to the Bengals.
We are handing this game.
Yeah, because it's not like we had to score a lot of points in this game. We have to score 18 points to win.
Pretty much. We didn't have to do much at all today.
I know. Like, Geno still has 9 points in fantasy right now, so he's not like that blowing it.
No, that's bad. That's bad. Your quarterback should be getting at least 15 points. But this was a really big opportunity for the Seahawks because we have the Browns winning the game as well.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look and see how the Browns are doing.
Yeah.
Browns still have the ball they still have the ball, but they're in their own territory though. So now we're at 2nd down. And here we are in the 2-minute warning. So this is where there is no room for error on this defense. But if the Seahawks lose this game, I'm not going to blame the defense at all for this in the second half. They've been absolutely dominant in the second half compared to their first half.
Yeah.
And now we are looking at a 2nd and 10 on Cincinnati's own territory. Man in motion. And here it is. Gives it to Joe Mixon. And you got to get him down. Get him down. Because you at least got him 5 yards on that one. Maybe 4 or 3. But that's going to be... Now you're threatening for a first down. Now the Seahawks are going to have to call timeout on this one, obviously.
Yeah.
And let's take a look and see if anyone was open. I mean, it's not like anyone was open, but Geno could have at least ran out of that one. If he's such a mobile quarterback, he still should at least try to run that one.
Did you hear about it early in his career? He said he just wanted to be a pocket passer. He wanted to be like a pocket quarterback. He didn't want to really. That's what he talked about.
Yeah, that's pretty petty of him. 3rd and 6. Sometimes things don't always go your way. 3rd and 6. This is a big stop for the Seahawks. Definitely need it. And there's a big pass, and I think he's going to catch it. Yep. Oh, and he incompletes it, but I think that's going to be a pass interference on that one. I don't agree with it, but it won't surprise me if there's a pass interference.
They threw flags. Bad.
They should stop celebrating because you got to wait until and see what the refs say. Pass interference on the offense. On T. Higgins.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. We got saved again. We could win this game on the last seconds. Wow.
We could.
Gino could pull through at the last second on a fourth try.
I don't know if he will.
If he does, what would you say if he does at the last second? You're going to say we stole the game?
No, I'm going to say Gino still sucks.
Wow. Wow. This is like, wow. This would be incredible if we win this game. Wow. So we're at the 40-yard line. So we have to go like 60 yards to get this touchdown. So that's not too bad. So this is, we're still in this game. We're still in this game. Wow. This is crazy.
Yep. 1st and 10. Got a minute and 39.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to buy a Geno Smith jersey. I did not agree to that.
Oh, man.
4th quarter. I forgot how many game-winning drives he has. And now here's Geno Smith looking to pass, and he gets it over to Parkinson. And that's going to be close to a first down, but not much. So, and the clock is still running, so it looks like they're going to do the hurry up. Let's see what they do on this one. 2nd and 2, and looks like that should have been an offsides call. And looks like that could either be a false start or an offsides or neutral zone infraction. How's it going, Vegeta88 from the Discord? Or I'm sorry, not Discord, Twitch. Offsides on the defense, so that's going to be a free set of first downs for the Seattle Seahawks.
Wow.
Now we're looking at a 1st and 10, minute and 19 left. And here is Geno, and here is going for the big pass, and that's going to be caught by Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, my God,
that was a big first down.
Woo!
And now it's 1st and 10, 56 seconds left and still running. Here's Geno with the ball. He's holding it just a little bit too long, gets out of the pocket, going for the big pass, and that is nearly picked off. Should have been picked.
Lucky. We're lucky there.
That was very lucky.
Wow. Wow. And this is a nail biter.
Yep, and it's going to be a 2nd down. Here's Geno Smith. At least he didn't lose yards on this one. Gives it to Kenneth Walker to try to just burn some clock or at least get some free yardage out of that without the pass. But now it's going to be 3rd down. So you've got to pass on this one. And obviously you're going to call a timeout on this.
Come on, just get this pass in there. Get this touchdown, Geno. You can do it.
Yep, I'm hoping so. And other news, Justin Fields is out of the game. It's like he suffered an injury. Now we're looking at a 3rd down. 44 seconds left. Seahawks did burn that timeout. And this is very critical. I don't know what you do on this one. But this is going to be huge. 3rd and 8. for the Hawks. Geno Smith calling a little bit of audible. The time is kind of running down. We're less than 10 seconds on the play clock. 6, 5, 4. Time is really running down. Got to get it off. And here is Geno's immediately pressured. Here's the pass. And that is incomplete again. Now it's 4th and 8. 41 seconds left. 4th and 8. And I think the Seahawks got away with a holding call, to be honest. Fourth and 8, 41 seconds left. This is it. This is the ball game. And here it is, 4th and 8, 6 seconds left. And here, this is the game. Here's Geno Smith, and looks like the game's been stopped. Looks like there's a flag. Wonder what's going on. Maybe I think it's a flag on the Seahawks.
For what?
It was timeout by the Bengals.
Okay. Yeah, this is tight. Just get the touchdown, Seahawks, and then the game is ours, pretty much.
Yep, this is it. 4th and 8.
Mm-hmm.
I know, maybe we should have gone for the field goal, but I'm not sure. I mean, do you think they should have gone for the field goal on that last drive when it was like 2 minutes left? I don't know. Maybe they should have. But they really did believe in Geno Smith to complete this game.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you got to put on your back of the quarterback. So let's see if it was a good decision. We'll see now. You know, if it all gets erased or if it.
Now here's 4th and 8. This is the game on the line. If they lose this one, this game is over. Here's Smith. He's in the pocket. He's pressured immediately, and he will go down. And that's going to be the ball game, as Geno Smith has completely blew it. 4 drives in a row that he completely blew it.
Wow, Geno. You had so much opportunity to win this game.
No, this is what I'm saying. I said that Geno Smith is not the guy. He held the ball too long. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, bad protection, but even all those other plays, he had the chance.
He got the ball in position to win the game.
The game was gift-wrapped to him.
Yeah, it was like he had it so many times to just win this game, and like you can say that it was his game to win or lose, and he lost it. You know, and it's sad that it happened this way, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a tough loss to swallow here because we should have had this game. We handed the Bengals that game.
We really did hand the Bengals that game. You gotta give credit to the Bengals defense for being able to be resilient.
Yeah, but even their defense I don't think their defense even played better than our defense.
Yep.
So I think our
absolutely. So I mean, this game is over. Man, what a game it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna. Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's bittersweet. That's bitter. It's bittersweet because I'm like we tried so hard to get in position, and it's like we just failed.
Really did.
And can you I know you want to blame it on the quarterback, but there's so I know that here's the thing is people hyper focus on. It's like when a team wins, everything gets erased, but when a team loses, you hyper focus on everything, especially one specific aspect.
No, I mean when Seahawks win, I still criticize. I
don't. I kind of forget about the bad parts. You know, I think that's what happens to a lot of people when they play games. People forget about the bad parts, but they win. Like everyone's going to forget about the interception that Burrow had.
I would have. For the for the Seahawks, even if they won this game, I still would have remembered those interceptions fresh in my brain.
I would have forgot. I'd be like, I've been happy we won.
No,
now it's gonna be
because
sad we.
if he's still making those mistakes now and he doesn't fix it, it's going to happen again. But that's just where I'm at. So
yeah,
looks like we are concluded for this game.
Okay.
And well, let's talk about this game. Let me do a quick countdown.
Okay.
And the game just concluded, and unfortunately, the Seahawks just could not come up with a victory. So that means the Seahawks are now fallen to 3-2. And much of it was because Geno Smith had several opportunities. I think he had like 4 consecutive drives to even score or even at least force a field goal, but it didn't happen. And what a disaster of a game it was. At least in the first half, it looked really good. But other than that, the offense just completely fell flat. And the last time they scored a touchdown was like, it wasn't even in the PMs yet. So Seahawks lose. They fall to 3-2. Bengals are now back at, I think they're at 3-3 now. And let's just go over this. Like highlights of the game, the Seahawks defense in the second half was just absolutely amazing. Tyler Lockett made some really big receptions. And C-Films, do you have any thoughts, any positives out of this game?
Yes. So I think our defense, like I see it in, even for fantasy numbers, our defense always does really well. Our defense had an interception. It did what it needed to do. It kept, like, if you look at the second half of that game, the actual Bengals only scored 3 points. And that was kind of something I noticed where it's like we really kept them to a low score. And I think the thing was that like our receivers, they were doing their jobs, but it's just like, that I think those are the positive is like we have offense and we have actual like defense in our team and stuff like that. I think that's where we are. I think we just need to become a little bit more complete with the whole package. But I think overall we're doing all right.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are the positive takeaways. We can agree that defense in the second half was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And then Tyler Lockett played very well. Even DK Metcalf stepped up, even though he had a miscommunication that caused the Geno Smith interceptions. Now, of course, we're going to go to the negatives. Of course, I'm going to call dibs on this one. Geno Smith was absolutely atrocious in the second half. He threw 2 interceptions, and I will say both of them were absolutely preventable. He had open guys when he tried to throw it to our rookie number 11, but he threw it into complete double coverage. He could have at least done a short pass on that one, but it didn't happen. And then in the second interception, it seemed that there was a miscommunication between him and DK Metcalf. And granted, DK Metcalf was frustrated throughout the entire game because he wasn't getting much of the receptions until late in the second half. And then completely Geno Smith just absolutely just blew it with 4 blown drives in a row where the Seahawks defense really did busted their asses off and still came up with nothing. And yeah, the offensive line was not great either, but when you're the quarterback, you still have to find ways to get it done. You can't just be the guy to just blame it on everything else. It is your call. And we'll say Geno Smith was the downfall of this game. And C-Films, what are your thoughts?
So I get why you're talking about Geno Smith. And Geno Smith didn't complete passes to certain people at crucial times in the game. But could you also blame Pete Carroll for the decisions he made? Like one of the things is we had a chance. We're on 4th down. We could have kicked it was 4 minutes left in the game. He could have kicked a field goal. We could have then the next drive kicked another field goal, won the game. Would have been better if we just copped out and kicked field goals instead of actually trying to go for the touchdowns.
Yeah, so I guess that's something. Yeah, that's something that was a little bit cute. Where, because the concern was they thought the Bengals offense was going to break at some point, so they decided to be at least worst case scenario be in that own territory. But had they done the field goal, all they would have had to do was just get in the field goal range and would have been less pressure on Geno Smith. So I do like your points there where it's not always on Geno Smith, especially when you're playing a better defense against the Bengals. But I'm still going to say it. Like, even then, there were drives before that where he still had opportunities. So it's a team game. So you got to put it on basically everyone, with the exception of that defense. The defense was excellent in the second half. But when you have your quarterback, he's expected to win those kind of games. Like, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how difficult the pass protection is for Geno Smith, he still has to figure it out. Do those little dump passes, or could have ran the ball. But I think the Bengals defense, they figured out the run anyway. But I think Geno Smith's, his decision-making with the pass was not great at all. And he even had a pass where he nearly threw the interception. Now, any other, I guess those are the two thoughts where it was really just bad management, Geno Smith, bad quarterback play. Now, for you personally, because I'm playing panic mode on Geno Smith, like, what do you think? Do you think it's time to hit the panic button for Geno Smith?
I don't think it's time to hit the panic button on Geno Smith, because our team is still in a situation where potentially we'll make the playoffs. And as long as you keep making the playoffs, people are never going to get really upset with Pete Carroll, because you look at most of Pete Carroll's career being with the Seahawks. I think it was like, I think maybe 2, maybe 3 seasons out of his, like, he's been there for like 12, 13 seasons now. He's made the playoffs. So he makes the playoffs like 80, 90% of the time. Like, like he's never won less than 7 games as a Seahawks head coach. And so I like Pete Carroll, but sometimes Pete Carroll can make decisions that don't always pan out, because the players who are doing them don't always pan out. Like, we've talked about this before, like, the decision to pass the ball in crucial situations has plagued Pete Carroll's career.
It really has, like in Super Bowl 49 and other things. But let me say this about Geno Smith, where he last year against the Raiders and the Panthers, he had opportunities to close out those games, but it didn't happen. And that's why I think Geno Smith does lack the clutch in quarterback play. Like, here's the thing, like, he has amazing weapons. He has Tyler Lockett. He has an amazing tight end trio. He has DK Metcalf. With those weapons, you have absolutely no excuses but to get it done. And yes, the offensive line's not doing too good right now, but you still have good personnel. You had men coming back. But this time, like, I think this is on Geno Smith. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I think this one's on Geno, absolutely. And I think for the next game, and before you say what you're going to say, next week they're going to go up against Arizona, so they should hopefully win that game. But C-Films, you had your thoughts?
Yeah. So I think with the Seahawks, and I think with the whole organization, is that, like, we usually always do enough that the fans are never too disappointed. So it's like, do you always scream earlier on? Like, should we always, like, change things around earlier on than we really do? Because sometimes we wait longer than we should. Sometimes, like, some fans don't realize, like, maybe we should change something up before it's too late. It's like the same thing with the city of Seattle. They do that a lot. Where, like, they don't see the problem because they see that they were doing enough to be efficient, to, like, achieve at least a bare minimum that makes us look not bad to the whole rest of the country. Like, even during the Russell Wilson era, like in his last, like, 3 seasons, I think he missed the playoff 1 time. We were making the playoffs still. We were winning most of our games. We had a winning record. And so, like, the one time we didn't make it, I think we were a 7-9 or something like that. But the whole thing about it was that we always do enough that we never really look like we're, like, actually getting, like, hurt so badly that the city is going to be upset horribly. Like,
I guess so.
So how do you say, oh, we should change? When do you call the change should happen?
Well, I didn't think a change is necessary, but I think I will say this, regardless of how Geno Smith does, even if he led this team to a perfect record, let's say, or the division or first seed, I think regardless, they should at least be open to looking at options for a new quarterback, because Geno Smith does have a team-friendly contract, but he's up there in the 30s, so I think you should be ready to at least see what's out there in the draft. Like, I'm not saying completely get rid of him. I'm just saying that just always come up with a backup plan in case, because I don't see Drew Lock being the guy for the future. I do think that there's guys that you can look at in the draft, because I heard that the quarterback class is pretty decent, so definitely look at them. So we'll see. But I think we pretty much covered as much as we could. I think we So let's summarize positive things that went on. Seahawks defense in the second half. Tyler Lockett with amazing catches. And now the negatives, Geno Smith and Pete Carroll's just game management in general. But those are our thoughts on the game. And I think that will be it. And thank you very much for watching this game. I really did enjoy this game regardless. And in case we haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, as I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of this year. I think that's a pretty reasonable goal.
Yes,
but anyways, thank you very much for watching. And thank you, C Films, for being part of this. And everyone, have a fantastic day. And go Hawks.
Have a wonderful day. Go Hawks, yes.
Now, before we conclude this live stream, we got Thanos of the Twitch going, Rangers or Astros tonight? I'm going to go for the Astros on this one. I expect the Astros to win that series, but that's all I've got. But anyways, thank you very much for watching this game. Hopefully I'll be back next week for the Seahawks-Cardinals game. And also just hit the subscribe button. Be aware of my channel, as I am looking to cover more Seahawks content and maybe NBA content as well, as I'm looking at that. But thank you very much for being on this show, and have a good day. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.